Alright, I had to make sure she wasn't lying. So yesterday, Apple just had its best day since January 1999.
Use India, use Vietnam, use some of the other countries that they particularly outsourced to. What's so interesting in terms of the stockpiling that was done? How many more of these jumbo jets
I
will
don't
you
know
see
what
full of
happened yesterday.
iPhones? When you think of what's
Well,
happened
I
with
probably didn't talk
TSMC,
about it,
the
but
numbers were stark
because
overnight. They
this
didn't
shit
do
happened
very
at
well.
3 o'clock.
Their
Well,
quarter,
not 3 o'clock,
42%
or one
increase in
o'clock.
revenue for their preliminary numbers.
And I
This
don't
is
know.
the
I
chip maker.
literally,
This is
I
the
literally
chip
said it in
maker
the
for
video.
automotive. And they've
I
seen
want,
real
to trade
control
later.
in terms of
I
buying
was
ahead,
watching the
trying to
fishing
onboard
video and
and keep
playing the game.
inventory in check. That's likely to continue into the
Nigga,
next
my
90
phone
days.
kept
So the
going off.
next quarter is
I'm like,
looking
yo,
really
like,
rather rosy.
the fuck, nigga, did,
Interestingly, analysts are
like, what the
looking for
fuck
the
did
Fed to
Donald
manage
Trump just do?
AI spend, the commitment that you're still hearing from the
Nigga, I
big
look up
players,
and
from the likes of
everything is up like
Amazon, for example, in an
5%.
investor letter.
Then
Investors
shit
still
shot
see
up
the
to
AI
fucking
trade work.
10%. I'm like, God damn.
And we'll tune in to your show at 11.
So we
Joining us
now
now
out of
is
a
Andrew Slimmon,
bear
Senior
market.
Portfolio Manager at Morgan Stanley Investment
To be honest,
Management.
I don't want that
Guess,
shit to go
you know,
back up
your head like
because
Noah
even though
Power
it came
towards
down here,
almost 10 minutes
it never
standing
closed like
yesterday.
20%.
Even if you
So
expected
that's what I was like. I was kind of
President
like,
Trump to blink, that rally
I
was
was like damn,
unreal. What do
like,
you make of it?
you feel me?
Look,
But
I think
very, very,
there's more
very, very,
certainty.
very sharp move
I
up.
think there's more
Um,
certainty around
Definitely
the
gonna buy
range
some
the
more
market
stocks on
will
the
trade
pullback.
at today
One
than
of
there
these
was
pullback days.
yesterday
So
this time.
I
And
got my
that
finger
is
loaded.
that 15%
I did kind of
declines,
tweak out. I
they
didn't buy in
have
the
been,
video when I was supposed to buy in the video. Like right
they're
now,
not that
might be a good
infrequent, even
time.
at
No, I really
15%
wanted to buy
declines.
like
20%
down
declines
here.
is when
I was dead ass supposed
credit
to buy
markets
down
tend to
here, bro.
seize
And
up.
that's me.
And we
You
got
feel me?
close, but we weren't
And
at 20%
but I seen
declines when
yesterday,
the president
nigga was like, everybody want to buy a low stock
and
till it's
because,
low.
as he
But
said,
nah, for
because
real though,
of credit
that's
markets. So I think that puts a
be like that sometimes. Me,
downside
I'm learning. You feel me?
cap,
This ain't gonna do
somewhere around
nothing but make me
4,900
even
on the
more fucking better.
S&P.
Like,
I'm not, as I've articulated on
nigga, I
Twitter,
can't wait.
pause
Yeah.
year for stocks, but I don't think it's
I'm
going to be a
happy I'm
real
recording this
negative
shit,
year, and I think the
just so I can
president
see my
just
progression. You
told
know.
you he's not going to let it get too
But
negative. He did yesterday, and
it's like
too
some
many shorts.
a hammer
What I
right here,
saw, the good news going into yesterday
with
is
some type of
at the
volume.
beginning of the year, there was a lot of
Another
optimism,
one, boom.
kind of
Probably
strategists
could
were
have got
predicting
in right here.
6,700 on the S&P
Nah,
by
you could
year-end.
be. I would have
And a
got
lot
in.
of that
I would have got in
optimism
right
had
here
been washed out since last
at
week.
this
That's,
candle or
as the
something.
market
Wait for
dropped,
a break.
that's
Well, no, no,
actually
no.
healthy.
I'm
There's
lying.
more
Seen this?
pessimism.
Would have waited.
You don't want when
Would have
everyone's
waited.
optimistic, and that's what I saw at the
Break
beginning of the
above this
year. So I
over.
think
I mean, break
it
over this.
sets up better, but I still
Go
think,
up.
this is
That shit shut
a
up so crazy
trading
though.
year. It's not going to
Do I
be a
have FOMO
great
from
year
this
for
shit
equities.
yesterday? Yes, I did.
What I
But
learned yesterday is you got to
playing with
run
Trump in
good to
office,
watch way
dog,
too bad.
man, I'm not worried about
I
none of
like
this.
that framing.
You
It's not
feel
going to be
me?
a great year, but it's going to be a
Cause I
trading
just
year,
gotta
and
keep
that certainly sounds
practicing my
fun for some people.
strategy
With
and
that in mind, I
keep
want to
back
ask
testing
whether
and
you'd be buying a
I'm
dip
gonna be
here. You
just
see the
okay.
S&P
You feel
500
me?
down about 2% at the open. You
I'm
had
trying to see
CBO's
like
Rob Pettit come
what's the
out and
name I
say,
want to take. I
don't
did
price
change out my
this
what's the
nice
name. I don't know
bullseye dip.
if I
Where do
want
you
to do
see it,
Apple
though, if this
or
is a trickle?
Amazon or
Sure.
Nvidia.
So I'm really excited
What
because
Microsoft's
on
talking about.
Tuesday morning, before the
Yeah, and
telemarket
I got a
started,
million
I had
loans from
commentary
Microsoft.
from
I don't even need
investors
all these
saying
loans for
the
real.
market is down 15%. And based on history, because I don't think anyone really knows unless you have access to the Oval Office, you don't know what's going to happen. When the market's down 15%, the playbook says you are supposed to step up and add to your equity allocation. And by the way, don't do all of it, because if it's down 20%,
I'm in
you
the A
should
with a
add more.
30.
If it's down
I'm in the D with a
25%,
Mickey.
even more. Because at the end of the day, the
Um,
returns off
what in the
minus
world? Am I
15%
tripping right
declines
now? Yeah.
or greater 1 year out are
Probably
better
just
than
went all the
the
way right
normal
here.
average return for equity. So to answer your
Damn,
question is I
Microsoft.
would be a
Okay.
buyer here.
Can
But
we
if
get
you
another?
miss that 15% first step, I think you might have a second
Yeah,
chance, because
Microsoft
it could
close on
change.
a
You'll have a
5 minute.
second shot
40,
at it. I don't know if it's
40
going to
what's
come
it
in the
name?
next
40
couple of
seconds.
weeks. But usually the playbook, Sonali, is the market rallies
Apple
off the
making a
low,
leg up
and then the VIX comes
up to
down,
5 minutes.
so the uncertainty
So
recedes,
like,
but the
well, like
market
these,
kind of bleeds back
they want to go
lower to
back
a
up. I'm pretty sure he got
previous
in on
low.
calls as well.
And if that's down below 15%, yeah, I think you'll have another chance.
Not even in
I
that
just
mode.
wouldn't chase it here after yesterday.
One question I have is how much you are watching the headlines. We were all sitting
got nothing loaded.
Yesterday morning,
Feel me? I don't got nothing loaded.
was tweeting about having to buy stocks or saying that you should be buying this dip, right?
Posting on Truth Social.
Right. Truth
That was a
Social.
huge moment. That was a
Do you
huge
listen to
moment.
that? Do you watch him?
I like
post
Apple
on
above
Truth
this level.
Social and
I'm gonna go ahead and
follow
load
him
Apple right now.
as though he's the one that's giving the ultimate
Yeah,
financial
I can see
advice.
this shit.
Well,
I don't know what
I mean,
they're doing.
just think back to the
Oh my god, I just
crisis
typed
of
Apple a
08.
trillion times.
It was
Still messing
it
up.
was a snowball that politicians couldn't reverse because of all the
Yeah, my nigga, I'm not finna.
interconnections of
Yeah,
derivatives.
come
They
on,
couldn't
cuz.
stop it. So it ended up
What
being
price trading at
very
193?
bad for the economy, very bad for the stock market. This is very different. As we learned yesterday, one politician can change everything. And that's what we learned yesterday. So yes,
I'm gonna do
you have
195.
to,
That's
you have to know what's going on because
197.
this is the
I'm gonna do a little bit.
markets are
I'm
being
gonna do
driven
195.
by what's
That's how
coming
shit I
from
load.
the White House. So I think it is very,
Yeah,
very
they want
important.
354 con.
And that's why
I'll
it's my
get
belief
one.
that we
This
learned
shit got closed
yesterday
nice.
that 4,900 is probably a low
Maybe a
level.
retest
that
at this
won't
level.
reach because
I
that
may
would
get in if it retests off that level.
tend to seize up
Let
that
me see.
20%, and we learned that the president doesn't want that.
Andrew, great to get some time with you today. Thanks so much for joining us. Morgan Stanley's Andrew Sliman, I guess.
But look at the cues, look at SPY.
Market times.
Look like
some
they
more
kinda reversed.
stocks, some more movers on our radar today. Prada agreed to buy Versace.
Versace. Spell Versace.
Constellation Brands issued downbeat guidance due to
Versace.
tariffs and muted demand. And then tomorrow we get bank earnings. I gotta pay special attention to all this stuff because I'm playing against Shanali a little later in the pointed quiz.
My poker hand has a flush in it.
Nice. I think you're gonna win this. We're doing this pointed thing. You know what pointed is?
Yeah,
it's
I
like
love
a
pointed.
quiz on Bloomberg.com.
It's a new Bloomberg.com quiz. It involves leverage. It's super Bloomberg, but it's super fun.
All right, so we'll be doing that later on.
Try to say
And
super
coming up,
Bloomberg.
U.S. President Donald Trump says U.S. Steel should remain an American company, pushing back on its potential $14 billion sale to Japan's
Trump
Nippon
says inflation
Steel.
is down.
We'll have the latest with Joe Doe. This is Open Interest.
See, bro, I gotta keep fucking. Can I just? Trump saying inflation is down. See, how, my nigga, how, bro? How's you seeing this shit like that, bro? Like it, he looking at this shit too, bro. Feel me? I got this shit in a little corner right here, vibing. I just wanna see how, my nigga, how the fuck. It's about the 15 minutes, 2 minutes for it to close. Looking like it's gonna be bare.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my contracts ready on SPY. Loading the 534 calls here.
I knew it. I knew he was finna do calls. He always do it against the trend, bro. Which I like. That's why I feel like I'm this.
Keep the funds ready. I want to get a build around 562, something like that.
534.
What we do know is that there's not
We get a wick, we'll get an
dramatic
ad here.
rise in
I'm
cancer
just holding
in the
this
States,
position.
but what we are seeing is a troubling trend is younger people are getting more cancers.
They want 300 for some shit that's about four away from the money. Motherfuckers.
Younger individuals, 20, 30, 40-year-olds that we never used to see.
3 average.
Brady, I use Thinkorswim. I assume pollution or the environment in some ways.
We assume it's either something in the environment, we assume
Look at
it's
this
diet,
shit.
it's ultra-processed foods, it's
Yeah,
microplastics,
possibly a
changes in the
V,
microbiome.
and
We really don't
possibly a
know.
V forming.
Contracts are not getting bought up yet, though.
Open Interest.
Can tell you that.
Single stock stories that are
They're
driving the
getting
open bell
crushed.
action.
We'll take you to
Well, that wick, that 528 to 530 wick, the contracts moved $10.
That are growing their market.
Great companies in the U.S.
So
are the
let's say.
companies hitting the cutting edge. That's a different story.
Get the inside track on what's buzzing in
Oh,
markets.
I'm a Microsoft, some
If you have bad
shit.
earnings reports, you're going to get punted.
The
They're
fuck?
not buying what the
I'm like,
industry is
nigga,
selling.
who
Join us on
contract that much
Open
money?
Interest.
Right, yes, I
Every
got
trading
filled.
day
My
on
position's
Bloomberg.
complete. 435 now.
Multi-trillion-dollar industry. We'll show you what's happening in
Gonna
ETFs
use
like no one else.
560 areas my
ETF
stock.
IQ only
Oh, I
on
like-
Volatility is
Bloomberg.
5%.
I like Amazon.
Bloomberg brings
I
you
just wanna
breaking
see.
news 24 hours a day. Powered journalists and analysts.
I want Amazon out this level right here.
Bloomberg Television. Context changes everything. From our studios in New York and San Francisco, our expert hosts have the data and analysis from the companies you know and the startups to watch. Plus the interviews you don't want to miss. Watch Caroline Hyde and Ed Ludlow on Bloomberg Technology, the only daily business show dedicated to tech.
I might catch it going down. Let me load Amazon too. I like Amazon put. I ain't gonna get in calls. I know I could though. I'm gonna do puts. I'm gonna do whatever price right now, 184.
All right, it's time now for top calls. Some of the analyst action in focus this morning. And first up, Comcast getting downgraded to a sell over at BNP Paribas Exane. The firm citing earnings risks in areas such as advertising and media. Next up, we have Carnival actually getting upgraded over at Morgan Stanley. The analyst says that most of the bad news is already priced into cruise stocks, but you can see currently down about 8%. And finally, we have Ford getting cut over at Goldman Sachs. Ford is especially vulnerable to Canada's 25% retaliatory tariffs.
Why they say they won't 1.7, but the shit.
And let's turn to another stock that we are watching, U.S. Steel, because President Trump said steelmakers should not be owned by a Japanese company, suggesting that he does not support Nippon Steel's $14 billion bid for the steelmaker. Bloomberg's metals reporter Joe Doe joins us at the desk. You're seeing a big drop-off, and the reason you're seeing a big drop-off is because you saw a big boost the other day when he called for a review of the previous CFIUS review, didn't he? It's confusing, the message.
Okay, nah, that shit right. I'm like, my nigga, why is that shit like a 400 average?
We've followed this since August of 2023, and it's been a wild story since then.
Gotta take a fucking trade.
When the president came out and did the order to re-review the CFIUS review, a day later, Encore, the activist investor,
what does it do? If it stay right there, I'm gonna know something.
Put in a new CEO.
I'm gonna know something if it stay right there. Some type of pendant right there. Boom, 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 boom. I made. I'm gonna wait till like the last little bit of this candle to probably get in, cause it looked like some type of pendant.
Jumped up to $46 along with everything else. That's the highest we'd seen since March 2024.
I have real strong conviction about that. And then, it just gotta. I feel like it gotta close below there. That 108.07.
I'm not gonna give us that bounce.
I started getting calls and texts just saying,
I did not mean to click on fucking whatever the fuck that was.
This is really hard for investors to understand. The president has said, I don't want U.S. Steel to be owned by a Japanese company or any other foreign company. He's made that clear.
Yeah, it's like a pendant.
In the background, we have reporting that Lutnick was meeting.
It's not closing. It's not closing. Well, not going above. It's just.
Very much like a Trump. Let's get the deal done type of thing. But obviously, he came out yesterday.
Staying right under, just to hear.
I think it's
the hair under. That's all they need.
On both sides of the aisle, steel is considered of national security interest, right? We have to have our own steelmakers. But we do have others, right? We have Nucor, we have Cleveland Cliffs, we have Bethlehem Steel. So
I think that
do we
just
need
depends on where it closes.
U.S. Steel is that important for national security just because the letter U and S happen to be at the front of the name? Listen, you don't want like a...
no, but the thing is, with the chat, I can't get in $9 or $5.
I'm not talking about like a view per se. You want to just like whereas because it's like unexplored.
By the time the deal
Just kind of pop yesterday, no one knows where the real demand
was where it was in 2015, which were there were serious questions about whether or not this company could survive. The company since then
it only went to 528.50.
They doubled the capacity down there. Investors like that narrative. That narrative
Apple do look fucking good. Damn.
Please take turns, guys.
Damn, I want to get in on
I
Apple.
can't control contract price. So it's 11% here again. So what I can do? So
I probably want to show Amazon.
maybe 570 breaks, it will go.
Based on how like, most of my stock is moving. It still gotta close.
That's 560, 150 all the way to 570. That's like an $8 50-cent move.
435, 485.
Damn, that's a $4 move right here.
3 to almost 570.
I want to see what Apple
And
do.
how much the contracts move?
11%.
Wow, that's crazy.
The first time it popped, it actually moved like 13% when I got in the starters. Because the starters actually moved more on the initial pop than this $7 more.
That's crazy.
Damn, I loaded Apple too, bro. Why
On
did
the
I?
IB.
Why did I not get fucking Apple, bro? I should
I'll
have.
still follow levels on runners,
What the
guys.
fuck?
I just have a little.
Bro,
My focus today is just cash flow after yesterday. So
do they? They don't even
don't
tell you
try
what
to do
you
something
added the
crazy.
contracts at. Apple would just say like 2 something. I could have got a little percentage, bro. It's all good, though.
See if I something and break this candlestick. I like it so far.
I'm tweaking. Apple at the top, bro. What am I doing, bro? Apple at the top, my nigga. Apple off the 15 minute. That's why I ain't really see it for real. Hey, chill. But what the
That's a good old spot now.
oh, Amazon looking like they want to go up. I'm gonna flip my Amazon contracts to calls. I'm gonna see how much they want for calls. Oh, I'm too much in the money. Hold on.
Get your fixed income fix.
187.
Bloomberg Real Yield around the world
Where are we
right
at?
here on Bloomberg.
They don't got that.
Context
They don't got
changes
that.
everything.
Come on, my baby. My baby. What the fuck is this? All product.
Yeah, publication.
Well, I know how to click something. Amazon. We gonna do
Especially after yesterday's big move.
187.
Maybe we still get it.
187. Oh, they click. Hold on, wrong side. 3. I want to. I'm gonna get. Let me delete the put.
564 is my trailing stop on Meta, guys.
Are markets too optimistic?
I loaded Amazon. Damn, I really like Apple though, for real. Let me see what Amazon's coming for. Look like some type of Head and
U.S.
Shoulders or
jobs
something.
numbers are released. Bloomberg has the report under surveillance with crucial data and expert analysis at terminal speed. Nobody
Shoulder,
covers
head.
jobs day like
Correct.
Bloomberg.
Break. I can really get in on Apple, but it's too late. I ain't gonna say it's too late, but
the absolute
sheesh.
hysteria that accompanied buying yesterday. The S&P was up 9.5%. The Nasdaq was up 12% and change. So these
Apple
moves
keep rolling down like
normally,
that.
you know,
They don't have any buyer.
on the benchmark
Let me
index
see.
would be a real problem.
3.8.
What
was the low?
Compared to what we saw
6. No way.
35.
Yeah, 6.4.
How are the contracts with Spot moving?
6.4.
They're moving well.
3.6.
It was just that one pick for some reason they didn't.
Talk to Richard Farley about leverage loans and the credit markets. A lot of people talking about a potential train wreck there, but it looks like that's converting as well. In terms of individual stocks, you can see we have moves down across the board here of the big heavyweights, NVIDIA and Apple, Ford and General Motors off, as well as Stellantis and Tesla. A lot of car stocks there because we want to highlight CarMax right now. That stock sputtering after pulling the timeline of its financial goals due to macro uncertainty. It also reported worse than expected fourth quarter results. Bloomberg's Craig Trudell joins us now, our global car czar. And Craig, I figured CarMax has an ace up his sleeve because prices are rising quickly, both in the new car market and the used car market. Do they not profit well from that?
I think that may be a big part of why we're seeing the reaction here, because you have seen.
I love Apple, but I may just get.
564 is holding, guys. I might add back into
holding this level right here.
My original size. Let's see.
Inflationary event. It's going to lead
Contracts
to
are just burning. That's why
being priced out of the new car market. It's going to go to the used car market.
I thought it was gonna like close below.
Well, that first bounce is right off SPX 5300. That's 28.5.
Than that, it needs to go out and acquire more inventory.
I want to get in near that ES 5300 if we get there.
Sell, and the wholesale market is going to be sort of turned on its head by all of the chaos that we've seen out of the Trump administration. So it's not necessarily as clean a story.
Yeah, I stopped out around us, guys.
Sort of on the surface.
But let's keep this contract loaded. Maybe we'll get a week off of 560.
Distinction to make between the used
And I'll get back in. I just want to protect gains.
But ultimately, when you think about the state, the consumer is
It is same contract trading.
Seconds.
This is like
I did
one
not
shade
mean
on
minutes.
for benefit.
Can consumers afford new or used cars with leverage in this coming environment?
And I should be back before this kind of closed.
Just yesterday, I saw.
Alright, I'm back. Trying to see what direction this shit wanna go in. Really, both of these shit, all this shit. It's like to the put side. Damn, I did say I deleted the puts, or did I? I did. No, I didn't.
Keep trying to hold SPY here.
The present and the future looks like here in May. From there, you maneuver yourself to the Louvre Abu Dhabi, which is a beautiful universal museum. It is universal in its thematic approach.
The video is interesting.
So there, you basically
Also
see
SPY.
a part of you
I can start loading context.
with the entire world.
Video entry on the video right here.
From the world of politics to the world of
Damn.
business, Joe Matthew
Lucky
and
you ain't
Kaylee
catch that
Lines
shit.
deliver news, insight, and analysis live 2 times a day, every trading day. Balance of Power at 1 and 5 Eastern, only on Bloomberg.
Oh yeah, I'm finna get in us a put then. Then I'm gonna do that. It's just chopping at this level.
Alright, I loaded the 530 calls in SPY.
Trying to see like what is it? Got it down.
Also
up.
Load NVIDIA 108 calls in NVIDIA loaded. Both loaded.
See what happens at this SPX level again. We can reclaim 5,300. May get an entry earlier than 525.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Dow dropped 800 points at the open, giving back some of yesterday's historic turnaround after President Trump paused trade tariffs for 9 months. The EU has responded, delaying taxes on American product.
Yes, Sirski, come on. Come on, show me some signs of life. I'll make it feel on
Even though stocks going down, contracts are not moving down, right?
it should just gotta close below.
560 will be the stop, so I don't think risk of you gonna be
just gonna wait it out just a little bit, but my finger is on the
tapping that
trigger for this.
SPX 5300 here. See what happens.
This is it. I want to see a wick here.
No, contracts is a bit from where I was looking at. Contracts is a bit low, but I do see it's real like the contract rising. If I can get another pull up, a pull back, I will consider getting back in because it'll make another high, what is it called? Another mountaintop. That's what I'm gonna start calling it, another mountaintop. For real. So I am just gonna wait. Yeah, just based off, cause what if it just, you feel me? Look what it's doing right now.
And switch that. Right, our risk is going to be 12%, guys. On that 5558 low, that was 12%. Okay? That's it defined. I'm just going to hold this position.
Look at this candle wick. Off the 200 EMA.
If it's going to reverse, it's going to reverse here. Otherwise,
15 minutes.
Happen. So this is the ultimate demand for me. Otherwise, the next one is like at 540 or something. It has to reverse here.
I guess I got filled on SPY here at 2.9.
Did I delete? I deleted my fucking SPY.
I want to test this SPX 5300 hold.
How did I delete my SPY, bro? I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. I really don't even want to get filled no more, cause nigga, I deleted my SPY.
Simple stop below 5290.
I'm still going.
Guys, I'm getting filled on some of the NVIDIA calls. I'm in the 108 calls in NVIDIA.
Fuck it, we getting
at a 2.4 average.
Let me not say fuck you. I'm like, I'm just throwing it out there.
So, Amazon.
We'll get in some the video calls.
565.
2-4 average. Around 2. So I kind of have an idea on what NVIDIA could possibly do. Could possibly go up, make another little mountaintop, just almost not the whole thing, just in this area. I'm up 5% right now. I am taking trims at 10. One more push. Look at Amazon as well.
I didn't get any trims on the video yet. I want to see at least 108.50. I may get more position if we pull back a bit further, but it looks good. I don't think we'll have to add to this.
We're so close. 9.5.
Up 9% here on the video.
So we got somewhere around the same field. Okay, I'm out. 10% flat on the video.
All right, guys, so I'm taking trims here at 13%.
I want to catch Amazon.
Moving up to 528.
That was the right timing. I hope this fund had most now.
I'm gonna do Amazon coming back down. Amazon puts. Is the puts 182? Okay. The low at 101 on contracts. Average right now I'm looking at is 2.3. 239 to be exact. That's for the put.
Up 11% on the video. Didn't get any trims though.
I did take trims, as y'all heard. But it looked, bro, to me it looked like it's not gonna break under this. So let me see the 15 minute. So we just, okay, we got a doji, we got a red candle in a doji. So possibly a uptrend. What do I have? I got puts loaded. I'm gonna load the calls. Possibly a uptrend. Possibly. We gotta see a close out of this 15.
I just stopped out of Meta, guys.
Runners here. Sold my runners.
I just stopped out of Meta. 12.5%. Guys, I'm loading my spy puts.
Gang say he loading spy
0
puts.
DT.
It's like, bro, I
want
to get in, bro, but
wait for candle close.
I just like, I love these niggas, right? Cause like, yeah, signals and all that, but bro, I really sometimes it be like, nah, nigga, don't even take that shit. Like, like do your own shit, bro, for real. Like they just here for help, like a little crush, if that makes sense. But definitely, the video need to come down back to like one. I'm mad I ain't add or buy the 101, but I couldn't, bro. I couldn't. Like, look what it did off the 5 minute on the 101. That shit went up, right? Shit came down. Shit had a green candle and boom, nigga, volume just spiked, nigga. Look at volume. Volume just changed crazy. Big spike candle. Excuse me. And then the next one was another spike candle. Crazy. So right now on the video, it look like it's making probably in a lower high. I don't believe it's gonna go back up. I may shorten the video as well, cause that looked like the one that's short. Let me see Apple. Apple look like some shit. So it looked like it gapped down in this level, came out, closed bull. Hold on. Yeah. 15 hourly. So they bull. Apple has I tend to see Apple. Apple is like me, bro. Sometimes it's in line with shit. Sometimes it's doing its own shit for real. Like Apple is very different, a very different stock for real. Cause this shit bare. Yeah, crazy.
Its risk reward looks fair now.
Still holding the
Why is
video.
stock
107.50
plunging
stop
on
loss.
this? They did reduce their price target to $21 from the previous $25, and cruise stocks in general have really seen a huge drop this year from year-to-date highs, averaging around 41%. But I feel like, and analysts say this, you would want to steer clear of the cruise sector when there's a recession or an imminent recession.
All right.
Who would be taking cruises?
I may nail this Amazon trade. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I'm going to switch to the 530 calls. We get that, yes, 5,300.
Bro, this shit just gotta get a close.
I'm just gonna like do meta puts
But
instead.
it's not just that. It's
Maybe
also
this
things
is
like,
a long range, so I'm like 12 puts instead.
but thanks for asking. Also, you got apparel and furniture.
Below the 550 puts on meta.
4 minutes.
Maybe you're seeing a little bit
Not 550 actually, 540.
What else are you looking at?
CarMax. This is
It can go either way. It can go either way. It can go. Hold on. Leave that little plastic hurt, nigga. What the?
Wanna scale into this? I just got filled, guys. 570.
Yo, my nigga getting filled left and right. I ain't doing something right. Yeah, hold on.
Back to break even here in the video. My stop loss is precisely break even. 107.50.
I'll just use 561 as trail on this stops on this play, guys. Okay.
I'm going to see if it drops even more today. It's really
Yeah, I mean, I bought my car 2 weeks ago. I wasn't thinking about the tariffs, but maybe that was good time.
You know, he sounds like he bought the car for himself. Let's just be clear. This was an offspring purchase.
Yes, for an offspring.
But yeah.
And we leased it for the offspring.
But this was a very good lease at the end of the day. And also just goes to show in a tough tape, right? The story about Delta not having guidance very different than like a CarMax, etc. What else?
Oh no, I still gotta see. I love to see how this shit move out of this doji candle on Amazon. Oh, Apple.
I want to see this candle wick. If it can wick a hole, but if it can't, I'm stopping. 750.
It's like I can go either way, bro. I can. If Apple keep coming down, I can anticipate another pull into this zone, back into that 192. Depends on how low it goes and where it closed at.
Alright, I'm out of NVIDIA.
Guys, I've taken it from here. Not much, but I did take it from here.
Yeah, NVIDIA.
10%.
NVIDIA.
So I'm gonna have 558. That's my best stop.
Look like this breaking under. I'm gonna just keep my eyes on the prize. It's either, but I didn't get it. Like, nigga, which one do you? I already got them loaded. I can do this for calls. You feel me? And then that's off the 5. But it's still, it is bull. It is bull. So I mean, I'll be in conjunction with the time frames and candlestick.
How would you describe the trade situation today?
This shit is crazy.
Look, I think what's fascinating today is that we have had markets go up and then start to come down again as they realize that
I need like some type of
in the United States,
sign, my nigga. Like,
tariffs that we have had
this is crazy.
And they remain in place and they're still doing damage.
So they finna have 2 doji candles on Amazon.
No, not yet. Still 20 points.
In terms of shipping bookings,
Honestly, the contract didn't move much on spice, so.
If I just had to say though, this shit look like
I wonder if they're trying to capitulate today.
mountaintop down, come up,
Don't see that coming
mountaintop
in, and I feel like
down,
someone just walked into the
come up.
bullish.
You feel me? Like,
Sean, when you listen to some of the
let me see, down, up. I mean,
It's
it's so much.
7.
Still waiting just to see like that ultimate 100% setup.
Yeah, I seen the video. I scalped some money on it, but it definitely still looks good.
From their perspective, how is this all going to work here? I mean,
I took my trims, my baby. I can't play around.
That candle flips green. That's just gonna rip. That's gonna rip to 109.
Yeah, look, I think we've already been hearing some stories of
Edward, I'm on in SPY. I don't have SPY. I just took the video.
I'm still green on Meta, guys. I want to see 555 can break. Ideally, next candle is a flip candle, and we just continue selling. But keep your finger on the trigger to sell runs in case it does.
So there's been talks going on. People have been trying to sketch out the outlines of a deal. But one of the key points we're also hearing out of the Trump administration is that
they just had 2 doji.
Countries probably aren't going to get a break below this 10% baseline tariff.
Oh man, look at that! Look at that SPY reaction too. End the video.
Like that 25% tariff on imported cars, that's not going away. And that really affects the European Union. It affects BMW. We've got a fantastic story on the terminal today. Gabby Popola from the autos team on the Audi Q5.
I think it's going to bounce.
In Mexico, and basically
they sold my runners on
global product. And the tariffs that are going to hit it are actually mount up to something like 50% of its price.
None of these premiums are holding it, just like
the smaller Q3 is.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of digging this setup on Amazon for the cause.
Hit hard by all of these tariffs.
I already got the cause. No, this Apple. My bad, this Apple. What is this cause? 187 cause.
And if the answer is
they at 200 right now. The low was at
10% baseline tariff.
Media contracts probably back green nicely, but
0.34. Damn.
I want to get back in.
This was.
What did you sell?
I did. I sold break even on runners. I should have had a little bit more volatility. I should have allowed a little more volatility.
I'm gonna just ride the momentum. I just don't know which way it's gonna go.
Give up any gains on it.
That's why I sold SPY.
This shit choppy.
Just didn't want to give up anything.
Let me just be patient on this shit. And then this shit, to be honest, bro, if it really had to think about it.
Yep. It happens.
I mean, I probably can get in this and short it down on what it's doing right now.
We could get some green on it, but
I
mean, that's what I kind of said. It was gonna go up to 190, that 192.
I did follow plan though. I did lose at 107.50 temporarily. So
I'm still holding under that 558.
Got a hole right there.
Okay, so then we have the baseline 10%. We still have a very hefty trade war with China. What about EU and Canada? So if the baseline 10% is still there, the sectoral tariffs are still there, where are the other added tariffs?
That is a tough spot here.
They're not really negotiating.
We either hold this demand or we flush like crazy.
Like we heard from the European Union today, that they're starting to work out what they can do, and that they're pausing their retaliation. But if you remember,
still waiting. You feel me?
April 2nd, they were facing
still waiting.
I mean, I still have that 525 level.
To a 10% tariff on this broad tariff.
I ain't pick up no new rules.
Around cars, for example, as I was mentioning.
Yeah, pickles. That's the thing is you want low risk. That's low risk.
My nigga into it in 35 minutes.
That's the downside of low risk, is sometimes it'll get you whipped out. I don't mind though. Like, let's just stay patient.
Fact.
Nice little scalper. Let's see if we can catch something else. I still like SPY. I still like the video.
All right, Sean, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Sean Donnan, he's senior economics writer for Bloomberg News, joining us from Washington, D.C.
Everything is getting sold in.
And again, I'm just looking at that article about building the Audi's top-selling SUV. They're getting tariffs totaling maybe 52%, basically saying that makes this car unsellable in the United States. What is a company like Audi, which is part of Volkswagen, do? Interesting.
They're doing it to breathe again. I don't know.
I think if they reclaim 530, we'll see a trend day. But until then, we may just test back a new low in SPY 524.
What?
Like 530 in SPY. It's the only way I'd be bullish back on SPY is if we're above 530, or we pull back to 524 for longs.
Beginning to long and they name what that. They just need to like have some kind of use again. Problem is they kept showing bullishness on all of these names. Like
it might get hot, it might get cold,
like,
and shit gonna change. I'm still get money.
You are right though, we are getting sold off every week. Higher teams to get sold off on SPY.
Might try it for my gosh, but to be honest, don't want to test pressure because I'm not more in the world right now.
As you can see, I'm being very patient right now. Like all my stocks are off the 15 minute. Feel me? Feel me? No rush with this shit.
But the one thing I will say is we got lucky that the contracts moved well.
No kidding.
They're moving in your favor, they'll move. But when they're going against, they're just like yesterday. That's what they're doing. From now, it's going to pick up that.
Like, God, leave, bro. Like, man.
Strong.
Walking on price action. Bro, it's like my hair, like, bro. It's like this shit is a real fucking plant. This shit, you need to drink water every day. Like, god damn.
Remember, they paid $2 billion for it. This has been on
this nigga Brett Hill.
Purchased the largest in Prada's 112-year history, returning Versace.
Right, I'm giving my position, guys. 465 is my average.
Prada
562 will be my stop.
Projects a more subtle aesthetic than Versace.
Really?
Actually, 460.
That's the line in the story.
I want to short this shit.
I'm just parroting
it depends, because Prada prided itself on like being weird.
You just gotta close right there for me to really short it.
Versace is
Pin bar. No,
flashy. Yeah, Prada's not flashy, but
wait.
maybe like architectural weird. Yes, when I think Versace, I 100%
Pin bar,
think
hammer.
Tucker, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
All them shit done there, the same thing. I know they're reversal candles. Pin bar, single candle, pattern.
I have no idea. I'm with John on this one. This is a little bit like Matt Miller talking about
Long,
his
lower,
Lamborghinis and
there, long, upper candle wick.
Naturally aspirated.
Yeah, but luckily you guys have me. That's the good in there.
I'm finna, I want to short it off this level.
Anytime we talk about sports, you can
I
throw
want to short it off this level. Apple.
Yeah. We like John Tucker there with the scarf wrapped around his neck. Okay.
Bro, I stay typing APPL, bro. I don't know why, but every time I type it over here, it's always right. Price rate at 192.
So as I mentioned, Michael McKee, Bloomberg International Economics and Policy Correspondent, joins us now. So, Mike, it was interesting with the CPI. Bloomberg Economics had the note out that said this wasn't about falling prices necessarily, but it was more about falling demand in travel, leisure, and apparel, and furniture sales, and stuff like that. Walk me through the details.
Well, the biggest drop was in gasoline prices, which is sort of a combination of anticipated.
Bro, come on, bro. You can't be for real, right? Oh no, wait.
Gasoline
producers, 190
refiners, etc. Given the impending tariffs, and then we also saw some declines, as you mentioned, in travel prices, and that was definitely tariff related. But the rest of it was sort of mixed news.
I don't feel like it's closing above.
By food at home, grocery.
I just want to get in. I want to get in once.
We were right about NVIDIA. Absolutely right. Just kept the trail stopped a little bit too conservative today.
Oh no! You can't do me like this. You can't do me like this. You can't do me like this. Look at Amazon. You cannot do me like this.
tariffs.
Not do me. I didn't see this set up too many times.
A lot of furniture from China.
I recorded that
W.
that
They gotta close. They gotta close. 3 minutes. I'm gonna get in.
I think I'm gonna
3 minutes. I'm gonna get in.
Overall good news.
Just me just trading the video like
I'm gonna have Apple loaded right here on second active trader, and I'm gonna have Amazon loaded right here.
Top of that red candle is top. Okay.
When do we expect to see?
Straight
What I want to see. I want to see if this candle can flip it completely.
Numbers and the other PC deflator. When do we
213.
if there's going to be any inflation impact? When do we expect to see that?
It's a little hard to say. Probably, maybe, could be.
It's about 16% on this.
Here.
They just gotta close above.
This month's data, when it comes out,
Can't come back down and do nothing, bro. It has to
the
close.
president has already put on.
Look at Apple.
But
Apple
it's
like
probably
it's
going to take
rising
a
up.
couple of months.
Some
Maybe
type of
we get
volatility.
something in the May numbers. First of all, companies have to figure out whether their products are tariffed or not. That seems to be bouncing around. And then it's a question of how much stuff people have in inventory they can sell that they bought at the lower prices. How soon inventory actually docks.
Okay, that's good. I just had to load both of them. I can't cap.
The tariffs are applied. So it's kind of hard to say exactly
I
when
wanna
we're
short
going
this
to
shit
see this,
first.
but it would be
I
coming.
got that
and
shit loaded.
Given the fact that we still have 10%
And I want a
tariffs on
long
everybody, and all these
Amazon.
huge tariffs on China, you will see it.
Maybe not just yet. Based off it has to clear the high day.
In terms of the biggest indicator, is it going to be inflation expectations? Like, is that
but
going to
it's
be
still
the
Why
thing
is
that's
that supply here
sort
though?
of give
Intraday,
us
this is
that
going
kind
to
of
be where
insight?
you know.
Okay, Apple.
Expect some stocks to come in 530.
All the appearances
Apple look like the one.
with you guys tomorrow.
Well, John Tucker's in
I
charge
just don't see
tomorrow,
enough anything buying this. I just feel like it's trying to buy.
I'm gonna get in on Apple. I got.
The Fed has sort of downplayed
Stop out. Stop out.
long-term inflation expectations
I got one count on Apple.
suggesting that it
It can go
doesn't
to
quite
560.
reflect reality and in the history
Not
of
to be the
Michigan
if it goes
numbers,
560
but they
without
do
a
worry
5,
about the short
we'll
term
know that
that
there's
has
like
gone up
liquidity issues.
significantly. And they have said,
Or a grading
Powell
here.
said that
This is
we
the
are
test guys.
operating
14%
following
prices
with
down
on
and
Let's see
Apple.
how
are
this plays out.
very worried about
1, 2,
short-term
3.
inflation
Come
expectations
down.
should they become unanchored. So
That's
that'll
my
be
theory.
somewhat
I think you
big
may be
news
right
tomorrow,
if
but
SPY stays under 530 today, Rev.
we're
So
redefining
I
what
don't really like
economic
pricing this, but like
data
these individual names, if they're not moving,
Once we
like
get to
there's like lack of
the
liquidity in
rest
these
about
areas,
what does
but
this
not going to
once
catch
we
it.
get
Like
to
the
that
problem
point,
is,
then markets are
I
going
was
to react
long
every little
price
data
too,
point.
but then
But anything that is
it's
up
just
And I still like Amazon for the longs.
buying now, so it's like,
PPI tomorrow.
but they all get trapped here to become a long heavy data. It's still more.
PPI is
Maybe there's a demand. Maybe they
the
will like
difference
flip about
to
this
know
and then
is that
go
CPI
for
is what you
the
pay to
nothing
buy
and just try
things,
it.
and PPI is what
We'll see.
companies
The green
charge
is
to sell things. And we may see
But I wanna see, like,
some of
I
the
wanna
China
see it under
impact
5
in
days.
the PPI because we saw those big
I got
inventory
a
builds
we do that, we can
in
get
terms
possibly
Three,
anyone
10.
over.
industrial supplies and things like that in the
3,
past
1,
couple of
5.
months.
I mean,
So,
3, 1, 0.
a Chinese company or anywhere else in the world selling to the United States, and there was this rapid
530
rise in
rejecting on
demand,
SPY now.
you might raise prices. So
Or
we
is this
could
an
look
ES
for
chart?
some of
ES
that
chart. This is
tomorrow.
like 50. This is the
But
pre-market
so
level.
far,
53.50.
producer prices have been much better behaved than consumer prices. So overall,
Overall market is helping
a
you though.
continuation of the good news that no longer matters.
Can you clear
in
something
the
up
video.
for me? This is the stupid question from me, from the peanut gallery.
Looking like Amazon.
A guy picking up stuff at the port, that's the person who's going to pay
Yes.
for the tariff. It's not the exporter often, whatever.
Who
he's
won the
trying to
bet yesterday,
export. It's
Miguel?
the guy in
Humbly,
Newport,
Miguel, I think I
Elizabeth,
lost.
Newark, New Jersey.
This is
I think we broke the range yesterday.
I think the range was
what
broken
they're
before
talking
2
about
p.m.
is that not that the exporter is going to pay anything, but that currencies, the dollars should rise. And
There was a
they raise
range
their
before
currency
that, but
cheaper,
then
and
I
so,
think I
they-
definitely took the loss on
you
that.
know, there's
on
an
that bet.
impact on them in that case, and sure, but it's
What is it? Amazon still loaded.
Nice job, trades.
200.
Have you caught it? Have you caught the
Yesterday,
entry?
there was like a back channel thing that he wanted to buy. Some guy at Bloom's.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah. No,
gotta go back and listen to that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Don't even go into
So
that.
hold
If
on,
NVIDIA
Mike,
reclaims
Mike,
110,
Mike,
you're
we
gonna
keep
like
moving
those
national
contracts on
economics and policy
the
correspondent
same
joining
calls
us
we
now.
had.
Let's get to Dana
The
Diorio,
108 calls are gonna go
Chief
probably to like
Investment
5.0.
Officer at Investnet, joining us
This is
from
looking kind of weird. I
Connecticut.
can't cap.
Okay, so what do you do?
But
It's been
I
a
got stop loss to
crazy
help me.
24 hours within the market. How do you position?
Yeah, that's the big question. It's so funny because So actually, I'm at our conference in Las Vegas, our InvestNet Elevate conference, and I was just on stage yesterday, literally as the pause was happening, telling everyone to stay the course. It was the timing.
Look like it really may go back up. I cannot even lie. Looking at this right here, how this closed. This closed high. I'm looking to get out. I'm at minus 10% right now. I may get in on Amazon.
How much those contracts go?
I'm leaving. 9% out at 9%.
I mean, certainly, if you have clients who are not diversified,
I like Amazon.
Concentrated,
Let me
or
see.
A lot of people let their equity
It
positions
just has
get
to.
a little bit.
It gotta close high.
3 minutes to go.
I think I got in a little too early. I could have waited for another candle to come down just a little bit more. Or for this candle to close and this one to open. Because maybe I would have probably anticipated this candle to come back down. But it's all good next trade.
If you're too high in equities, take some off.
Yeah, Amazon looking like the one. Amazon up to 2.4 now. It was just at 200.
These are the times that you need to ultimately stay the course and wait it out, or you turn the paper losses into a real loss.
Yeah, like some type of.
Vegas. Nobody's conferences in like Sheboygan. They're always in Vegas, Miami, Scottsdale. Dana,
this is true.
I mean, they know what they're doing. Dana, so what about earnings here? I think, I have not seen earnings estimates really come down that much, but I've got companies left and right pulling their guidance and all that kind of stuff. How much earnings?
The way everything's moving is just great.
Yeah, I mean, your last speaker said it, right? I mean, what's gonna be crazy
Shipping
right
numbers.
now.
Or it could go up and come back down.
Buying.
Economic reports come out.
It's either going to be a
So all of these
massive
are gonna
squeeze
paint
there or a
this
massive down.
incredibly rosy
From
picture
here.
that's not reality anymore, right? In fact, they'll probably be
Oh, good.
rosier
Just buy
even than they
calls and
normally would
puts
have
for the
because
bet.
you had folks, pulling forward consumption, pulling forward demand, and so things
Don't
will
tell
look
them to do that,
great.
Ralph, because we're actually
and
going
you'll
to do
have
that.
this series of reports.
Apple, to me,
Apple,
Apple, right?
Part of
Apple look
that.
like it
And
could
so paying
possibly,
attention to that, of
it can do
course,
something
gives
like
you no
this.
information.
It
It's
can.
really what is the guidance.
Boom,
And if
it
you're a
went up,
corporate
went
planner,
down,
I'm not
went
sure
up.
you can give great guidance,
It
right?
can break
I mean,
out,
the
come back
volatility
down
of,
at this level,
just what
and
you
then
have to
probably
potentially
break
plan
out
for
right
in the
there.
short run.
That's what
And then, if you're,
Apple
the idea, some of the idea here, of
maybe
course, is,
possibly
hey,
could
look,
do
let's bring,
if this candle
some of the
can close
manufacturing back
above
to
and
the
it's off for
States.
5 minutes. Hold on.
Let's
15
kind of
hourly still
encourage
bull.
people to have
Yep.
capex here.
More
But
than hourly
how do
candle.
you do a long-term plan? I mean, it takes
Well,
years,
possibly,
right, to
possibly.
bring this stuff here.
Cause look at Amazon looking like they want to break high.
How do you plan around that? So I think
So it's
guidance
I'm
is going to be
seeing.
probably
Still no next candle.
overly.
So this
I'll
Yeah,
almost
this like
say
it's holding.
might likely be overly
Very honest.
pessimistic because nobody really knows what they're.
Yeah, I'm
feeling.
feeling it.
Which
I'm
to that
digging.
point,
Damn, Amazon. I could have got in Amazon. Amazon is now at 2.5.
Something similar.
I
mean,
seen
pulled
it
back
at
its financial goals
202.
because of the volatility, but same thing, and that stock's down 20%. So where are we in valuations?
So possibly, I want to get Amazon off
Yeah,
the pull,
well,
off,
I mean,
off a
obviously
little
we
pullback.
started
I
the
want
year
to get
very
it
high. We've
maybe around
shaved,
2-3.
a good
If
piece
that's
of
possible
that,
again. If it come back down a little
that was
bit.
part of the problem, right? We came into the year with that
Because it's still,
expectation
it gotta,
of a bull
it has to
market,
close
with
above.
high valuations as a start. Not everywhere, but certainly
But yeah, this
as
is
an
a nice
index,
start.
right? In a market cap weighted basis, valuations were high.
Amazon. I mean,
and
Apple.
so, when you
I mean,
come
I
in with
can
high
get back in it.
valuations,
I can
really
get back
everything
in
has
Apple.
to go well. And if you have this exogenous shock,
Pullback.
Is the one right here, 531?
coming. It's not as though this was
VWAP.
entirely
Yeah,
unexpected,
this is
and
about, oh
that's
wow,
why you have
damn.
that pull forward consumption.
Contracts
But
up to
the magnitude, right, the breadth of it,
2.6.
how quickly it all was
Sheesh.
intended to come to pass, that did catch everybody off guard, and kind of wiped out that picture that rationalized those higher valuations that we were sitting with.
Dana, thank you so much for joining us. Always appreciate getting a few minutes of your time. Dana Dioria.
Guys, I'm going to load my SPY calls.
Investment Officer
I loaded my
at
SPY 0DD 536 calls.
joining us from
I'm waiting for a pullback, to be honest.
Vegas,
What is it?
remember?
Oh, Vegas. That's right.
36 calls
in
in
Vegas.
SPY.
Conference,
Yeah.
exactly.
Boom.
Boy, Vegas.
I want to try something here.
There we go.
If I see something happen, I'm going to go along and use that 530 as a base.
Here today.
It's going to be a very tight stop loss.
2.9%. So the sell-off
530 as a base. Oh, okay. Damn. That's a
Bloomberg, good morning.
nigga. That's a stop. He ain't even got no love. What? It looked like Head and Shoulders off the 15 right here. Ooh, Apple looked like the one. This looked like the one too. Damn. They both look good. I would have to say Apple. I'm a low Apple again. I'm gonna show y'all.
10% on now.
Apple. I'm gonna do
12% on now. Here it is. Okay. Still holding my
195 on Apple. These are puts. 195 calls. 315. Right here. Boom. Chart. I'm gonna load them. See, I don't. They need to.
I'm filled at 2.6 on SPY. At 2.6 on SPY. I'm just gonna use that 530 to stop. Very quick stop loss. I just want to test something.
That one nigga say he testing something. That's right. That's how you know you were a real trader. 187 calls. Yeah, it's down there 187. So I would have banked. I definitely would have banked. It's all good though. I'm loving this shit. Apple got to close above. I mean, it's still out to 15. Ooh, this look like this look good. I cannot cap. This do look good. Damn, I just got in the wrong way. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna flip it. Apple. Damn, wait, what the fuck? I don't think these are the right contracts. 195? No way, them bitches at 600. They was just at three something. What? Oh, y'all still seeing this shit? Oh shit. What the fuck? No, that's right, nigga. They had 3-2. Hold on, fam. Okay, smooth. Okay, and then we got these right here. So boom, got a little pullback on Apple. 300. Let's see what they do.
Back to break even, yeah.
See what they do. If it wick, I'm gonna get in. I ain't even gonna lie. If it wick, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna have my stops probably like right here. If it come down here, I'm gonna have, yeah. I'm gonna put that right there.
Oh, I'm out. I sold the break even. I sold it exactly break even at 2.5. I was gonna use that 530 to stop, but
1 minute. So
I don't want to risk it. It was gonna go there. If it was gonna go, it would have just went.
It really just need to close bare. To be honest, it'd be a better entry for me.
It's at break even right now, at precisely 2.5. So my test there was if we hold 530 today intraday, we're gonna squeeze. Or not squeeze, but see a move back into 533. But we may fail this view out first before ripping. It's very possible.
Yeah, definitely. It can definitely come back down a little bit. It's
just a nothing
strong. What's the name? I think I'm liking Apple a little bit better. And then damn, you could just go the other way. This is a fucking, you can call it a rising wedge. Not necessarily a pennant or nothing. No, hell no. But like a rising wedge. I feel like I got three of the best. What's the name? Rising, falling wedge, the fucking bull and bear pendant, and then bull and bear flag with pin bar, hammer, doji.
Down 18%, 19% here, guys. I'm still holding because that was the holding. Contract just decaying, unfortunately.
So yeah, Apple contracts are down a little bit, which I like to see.
But levels are holding. I just wanna see this through.
I'm gonna wait for this candle to close, and then I'm gonna wait a little bit for the next candle.
Dante, every trade that I've taken today has been A+ setups. Just keep that in mind. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA was golden. SPY is good too, but SPY is a momentum trade. If I'm long SPY right now, I want to see it rip. I don't want to see it sit under VWAP for this long. That's why I just got out of break even. Right? I don't want to put risk on.
This shit look like the one to get in, fam. Hold on.
I actually bounced him in 526, 525.
It's holding 530. Like if it holds 530, it's probably gonna go higher. But I don't want to. You guys have to understand. With you guys on the chat, I don't want to risk anything more than like 5-10%. And if we consolidate there in GDDs for more than 10 minutes, we're gonna be risking a lot more than 10%.
So price never hit my stop loss or my little fake stop loss. I'm not in yet. It's like price may close above.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind taking it easy today. We already had good trades. The video was good. Right, look at the charts.
Yeah, I just had a feeling that shit was gonna go down, but no.
Stock 30 is still maintaining, but you do want to see the issue with SPY now is it's not even SPY, it's Qs. Qs have to get above that 453.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average now 777.
Well, I got my stop here, guys. Finger on the trigger.
31 points lower, but it's down 2.8%.
Alright, sold, guys.
As the Magnificent Seven
My
stocks.
nigga Raph.
Yesterday's run up down 3.4% right now. You have Tesla shares down 5.6%. Apple is down
like 21%.
And after yesterday's rally, Citigroup advisors saying, "Don't chase this."
Unfortunately, I didn't play that.
CarMax pulling the time period it plans to achieve long-term targets,
Man,
citing the
bullish
potential
engulfing.
impact of broader macro factors, including the tariff
Damn.
turmoil. As shares
I'm down
right
for
now,
getting
they
in.
are lower. CarMax down.
I think I just played it wrong on this
20%.
side.
The inflation
But
data,
yeah, this
inflation
shit can keep going
broadly
down.
in March. CPI, when you strip out food and
Wicked
energy,
right there,
because
boom,
of some
wicked.
Yeah, I'm actually happy about it in SPY. Seriously, this is
Yeah.
not. I don't want to be in this right now.
Open. Coming down
Even if
past
it
it.
rips at it, this is not
I
one
feel
of
like
my
it's making a lot of folks emotional right now.
WNS Holdings.
And it's a tough spot today.
To the journal WW International, the health and wellness company.
Yeah, if this shit hold, this is crazy. I cannot cap.
Preparing to file
I cannot cap.
bankruptcy. And you can guess why they're doing that. Blame Ozempic. We check the markets for you all day long, right here on Bloomberg Radio. I'm John Tucker. That's your Bloomberg Business Flash. Alex and Paul.
Wow, look what it did.
John Tucker, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Look
Alex
what
Steele,
it's
Paul
doing.
Schroeder. We're live here in our Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studio. We're streaming live on YouTube. Head over to youtube.com and search Bloomberg Podcast Live. That's where you'll find us. Busy times in the world of tariffs. We just had the European Union announce that they will pause metals counter tariffs against the U.S. for 90
Or
days.
not.
Let's get the latest reporting.
So now they're coming in. Any of the tech
It's like, bro,
Bureau Chief for Bloomberg News,
what in the
joins us
hell?
from the Brussels
I
studio.
really, I want to stay around at
I'm not
300, 310 level. I mean, yeah, average. My bad.
Chance it works.
At 310, 300 level. Average. Damn.
Well, you know, frankly, they're just trying to keep
Three.
up with this
Y'all
point.
nigga, I ain't repeating it.
Just yesterday, they had decided to approve some retaliatory steps that they were going to take against
Not
Trump's very
playing.
first set of tariffs. Those were the ones on steel and aluminum. They approved this retaliation that had been well telegraphed, and then hours
Let me
later,
see
Trump
after hour.
pauses his newest one, which had been
Man, it made me want to shot again. Fuck.
That just, to be honest, Rap, that actually.
Damn, this shit look like a better entry on plus
That's not
side.
a convincing, like, that's like fucking insane.
Off the 15 minute.
They did pause.
I don't want to signal another trade,
That it was supposed to take effect in
It is.
mid-April. They're going to pause it.
Funds are not holding, that's the problem.
They have been
So
talking
$2 is straight.
Yo,
and
they
it
talking
can't
shit,
do
bro.
a lot
Just
of shit.
give me the band hammer, please.
Don't want a trade war, and so they're trying to figure out what room there is for negotiation. They've been very clear they're happy to talk
This is crazy.
reducing tariffs to
I'm
zero.
thinking this shit finna go up, bro. Look at this shit is.
Cars and that kind of thing.
Guys, I'm gonna get in again, my guys.
He talking about he signaling on Detroit.
I got him. Yeah, 564.
Yeah, I do some shit like
I'll hold as long as it
I
goes.
do some shit like that just to
If
blow a
I
nigga.
lose, I lose. Don't follow me on
Nah,
this.
no
This is a
way.
high risk trade.
They're mostly in agreement so far. So trade is
I just got
the
fit.
competency of the European
I
Commission.
just got like 10 contracts.
Very
I'll
squarely
hold
something
as
that
long as, you know,
Brussels
it's a high risk
is
trade.
in charge of.
Don't follow me if you
I
don't
didn't
want
say
to.
high risk, high
It's just so
reward.
difficult right now because I see one thing and price is doing something else.
Member states could block things, and so
I just got a like a
Hungary,
figure.
most member states have
My nigga didn't know that puts, calls. God damn, hold on.
some subtle differences, though, where there are some countries that are sort of getting ready to want to take a harder line.
Oh, nah, he still on put.
He used that 565.
That was Mike who loaded calls.
564.
Some other countries like Spain and Italy.
That was my original start. They just licked it above and then licked it under.
To be honest, that looks better now than it did before, because now you have SPY failing back under VWAP here.
So, Kevin,
That's the thing, like I watched the tape, right, so I can tell when like there's like literally no buying. Sometimes
Whoa,
the contract
hold
is just
on
not
now.
holding. That's the problem.
It's out the 15.
are kind of
They're just like
in line to
fluctuating.
negotiate with the U.S. How is the
And
EU
I wonder if do it go
Because
back
there's
under
no
VWAP
buying,
and close back
you
above
can
VWAP.
For example, I could easily go and flush lows right now. Just because there's like no convincing action. I don't know, but that's why it's difficult. It's just I don't know. We'll see.
The Commerce Secretary and Trade Rep.
Wanna see if I can make back that. Previous trade loss.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nigga, fam only took what?
I can see it now. I see the
One trade, and I mean it was in the setup, but I did what I was supposed to do. It just, you feel me? I got out at 9%, good. You feel me? But
feel so much as is going to come
I see it
down
mostly on
to
SPY
gun
though, to
front,
be
and
honest.
as
Like,
we've seen,
This shit is kind of like.
If I was a bear, I'd be all over this.
I mean, you can see your setups, but then
I
again,
wanted to close under
they'll fuck around and go the other way.
everyone's
I
trying
really
to
get that.
understand what
Well, like,
really is
context, and I
Trump's
thought like
strategy
we'll
with
just
these tariffs.
Like,
Is he
nigga,
looking
if
for
it say it's
really
bear,
trying to
nigga,
cut
which is
something,
bear, you
or
feel
is
me?
he really
But
talking
it
about
took
something
me
that's
long, so
much
I'm sure it
longer
took a
This shit
lot
get
of people long
this shit
too.
get the
So
trip.
that's going to be, you know, a feature of his entire administration, no matter the economic.
I didn't take any trends, guys. Up 13%
Definitely
on that
from
low.
what he himself
I'm
has
just
said
gonna
is
follow
the
rules
latter,
and follow the
but
trade.
also instinct
I
on
wanna
when
see
to
560
change it.
plus.
So
If
that
560
makes
plus
that
is, you
a
get that
much
560
more
Look at
difficult
look at what's in
Yeah.
it. Look like it want to make it
investor
rise back higher.
who
Look,
has the upper hand
If I'm right
I
about
know
this
I'm not
liquidity, I
tripping.
guess
say good
this is gonna be like a big
flows,
trade. Like, you
trade
know,
You just probably gotta
balances,
break that 110 level
I lost like
support.
$900 on that previous
on the
trade.
You know,
video.
it's a really good question. I don't think there's a
So I want to see if I
straightforward
can
answer
make
Bro,
to
that back
same
up.
with this shit, bro. Once it break, bro, we good. Cause it
weight
just
of the American economy and
it's just
and
holding
some of
this
that
right here.
leverage there, and that can be a very effective
And I
leverage.
want to say this some type of
On
level.
the
This
European side, it does come, this spike comes at a
191.
time where the economies have been suffering a little bit.
I'm tweaking. That's on
And,
my fucking.
you know, they're obviously reeling
I'm
from a
going to
couple of
4
different
hour.
things. They're trying to figure out how to fill a bit of a void being left by the United States and in Ukraine. They're
I
trying to
actually like
figure out
it,
how to,
though.
you know, stimulate
Look,
their
it's fine.
economies.
I think you're
and
gonna get it
they're
up.
lagging
I'm with it.
competitiveness, and so there
Under-
is that.
under
I ain't gonna lie, I'm
560.
digging it too. Let me
Like,
stay
they
focused.
pulled me twice.
Suddenly
Sink
Europe
the
is
ship.
looking like a pretty reliable.
The thing is, like, all the
It's got
long
a
trades that I
pretty
did on
predictable set
Meta
of
came out green.
rules that
The
are
short
about
trade
to
is one I
change.
lost.
And so,
Right.
you know, and they're going through what they
I'm
think
good.
is a pretty.
I'm in the A with a 30. I'm in the D with a Mickey.
Be an effective effort to try to streamline and simplify some of the burdensome regulations.
The only name that's holding
So
is
do some of that
Netflix.
maybe down the line.
16% here, guys. I've actually taken a trend here just for the chat.
But I think in the short to
I've taken. I have like separate contracts to hold, so you guys can take manage how you want.
What have we heard from the UK?
Up 17% of mine too.
You know, the UK has been in a slightly different situation.
What the
at least,
fuck, bro? This shit is
18%.
reciprocal sort of tariff,
15-minute time frame.
Use that
numbers
562 to
Trump
stop
rolled
it.
out,
Amazon.
UK wasn't
Yeah.
getting any extra penalties.
That's exactly the idea.
There's that baseline 10%.
I knew I wasn't wrong. It was just
Gonna
those
hit the UK,
motherfuckers.
they didn't
Should have just built
raise
up.
like the rest
Bro, I
of
feel
the
like it's
country
gonna
up
fucking
to
rip, bro.
8%.
I
I'm
cannot
happy now.
cap.
This is the thing though, like once you see the idea, like there's just gotta go. Like, fuck.
Let's get
What
five,
was
let's get 553, right? Let's get
Really
553.
sure that they're actually all that advantage down the line. And if anything,
with
I
it.
think it has
21% here, guys.
interesting dynamics and opportunities for the UK and the EU to sort of get closer again.
Yeah, funny because wasn't that
I made
that
that
There is
the
that. The other distinction that many are citing
So this is
is
a
that
558 level.
Yo, I am fucking crying. If y'all can hear this video, bro.
I don't have Arnold wrong on my side, though, so I think you're gonna see more.
I think we're gonna see 554.
Hanging out down the river today. Join the water.
What do they say? You know,
presidency.
they're just like kind of luring people in too long, too early, making creating liquidity.
In particular does so. In that
And when they
sense,
do
you're
that,
right,
like
but
it doesn't
in
end
other
up. Same thing they did yesterday, but on the
So
reverse
if
side,
they
short
spend,
on the
you know,
long side.
Belgium, there's a bunch of countries that are
Working right now, man.
already sort of violating or at risk of violating the EU's fiscal policy. So you are going to see some extra
23%
spending around
Hey,
still not
gotta get down with the get down, man.
this idea that they are
Take
really
from
I did not go nowhere. I was just on my cellular device. You feel me? But I was looking at Apple. Apple would look like, damn, Apple looked like the one to get in.
Watch how we switch bias. Watch how we respond to levels. You'll see it. That's the best way to learn. You see what we do day in and day out, right?
Makes all its stuff.
It just, bro, price just fucking just doing whatever. Cause my nigga, this is just fucking, bro. This is two 15-minute candles, and then look at this little fucking like, bro. This is snail price movement, my nigga. But I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping, bro. This shit funny as hell. Apple just, I tried to tell niggas Apple just do what else is.
Alright, I still have those
What the
530
shut
calls
the-
loaded. Let's
Apple
see.
do what it's gonna do. Apple is like his own stock, my nigga. I swear. Look in the video. In the video, pretty sure exactly. In the video, making the opposite of Apple. Possibly a good time to buy the video right now if it break this 110.
Could take years. It's something that we just cannot do.
Love what you watching, Mike.
Thank you so much.
525, 524.
Senior U.S.
Yes, 5,300.
Hope you guys all make money. It's up $200 a ton now.
Rolling over a little bit here, Alex. We got the S&P now off 3.
Up 53%.
The Dow's off
I'm taking some more off here.
53%. Nice, Ralph. Nice.
6%. The
Actually, this is my
Nasdaq
first
off
run,
6
so-
points, 3.7%. So, seeing a kind of a
continue
continued weakness in this market here today.
That's crazy. I could have.
Yesterday's rally
Anyway.
I mean, the notes seem to be circulating that the total crash threat is off the table, but this is still a kick the can down the road. And Charlie McGallagher Nomura was just saying, like, well, what happens in 89 days from now?
Right.
Are we going to be in exactly the same?
I may get in on Amazon. Do I got Amazon loaded? I got Amazon. I got Apple calls. I got 2 Apple calls. Amazon calls. Amazon put smooth 310, 180, 182. So I'll be right in the money at $300.
Yep, and you look at the earnings
estimates
out
average.
for the S&P 500. Analysts have not really brought the estimates down.
I may get in because it did just close below the low of the day.
11% earnings growth in S&P 500.
And I'm gonna get in.
2025. We've had
I got one con.
That could be flat.
300 average.
That's a big difference, and maybe that's been priced in, but we haven't seen it necessarily in the numbers. Maybe the market's ahead of where the analysts are. We'll have to see where that plays out, but I think that's
But are you still holding?
If you look at today's action.
No, man, dude, I'm like
All right, well, for our listeners in
What?
the U.S., reminder,
Call me whatever you
listen
want
to
today,
us
man.
via
I'm
satellite
selling
radio, Sirius XM
meta
channel
aliens on
121,
video early.
24 hours a day, Bloomberg Radio, Sirius XM channel 121, brought to you by
like that, man.
60% here, guys. I'm gonna move my trail stop to 558 now. It just has to go. If it's gonna sell, it's gonna sell now. And we're gonna get like a...
I was waiting for another candle or another stock to like close below. And Amazon was the one that do it.
Indicator for us to stay in this trade.
So I'm just gonna hold Amazon now. I hate saying this, but I gotta just be real, man. I kinda got in a little early. I mean, even though it closed below, which I like, just a little patience on a pullback, so I can get somewhat of a better feel and don't have to worry about getting too emotional with the candle wicks. But I ain't no emotional ass nigga. At least I try not to.
Nathan Dean of Bloomberg Intelligence with breaking down the last 12 hours in D.C. and that
Not
policy
initially.
reset. Deborah Aiken will be here to talk about Prada.
I ain't trying to be emotional, but yeah, White House to CNBC. U.S. tariffs on China now total 145 at the latest hike. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Bloomberg Intelligence on for tequila and wine sales, which apparently are still holding up, by the way.
No surprise.
It's all held by Paul Sweeney.
Yeah,
Let's kick it all off for you right now with the Bloomberg Business Flash, and for that we go to Charlie Pellet.
Hi, thank you very much. Quite an hour coming up right here on Bloomberg Intelligence. We've got stocks selling off, not just lower right now, but in fact lows of the morning on the S&P 500 index down 175.
That would be crazy.
That would be like, oh, fuck, I don't want to think about it. This motherfucker's wrong. Giving us a sell signal, man. Don't use a buy signal. Become your liquidity. Holy shit, man.
Bro, this shit need to push, my nigga, like real spill. Like, give me golly. Can I get like 12 more percent?
We'll be right back, guys. 558 is trail stop. We'll be back.
Look at the cues. It look like it made a how to come back low. It has to. It's just wicking at that level. It got to break. It got to some type of pressure. Got to come. What is the video doing? The video looking. I said the video looked like a good buy if it break that zone. Not of right now. I'm sitting at 5% right now on these cons.
She told us the broader earnings picture may prove to be deceptive because of the uncertainty over tariffs.
What's going to be crazy right now is you're going to have the first quarter earnings come out. You're going to have,
Amazon, Apple.
All of these are going to paint this incredibly rosy picture that's not reality anymore, right? In
Another
fact,
up
they'll
move.
probably be rosier even than they normally
8%. Oh, damn, never mind.
5.5. I would
still holding.
Demand, and so things will look great.
5Q4, 50 yes.
Still holding.
React there. That's my long spot today.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. See if we actually top 5,300.
No, don't do this to me.
Trade war is making long-term planning difficult. KMX on the ticker, and right now it is down by 19.9%. Again, recapping lows of the morning on the S&P 500 index, with the S&P down now by 3.2%. For on-demand news, 24 hours a day, subscribe to Bloomberg News Now, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Charlie Pellet, and that
is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
I'm staying away from being emotional right now. But it's hard looking at all these other stocks. This shit making a green
We are
candle.
streaming live on YouTube as well, so you can head over to youtube.com, search Bloomberg
But
Podcast
I got that
Live.
stop loss.
That's where
Oh, that
find
matter.
us. Charlie is just reporting a pretty broad sell-off here in the equity markets today. Let's see where the action is under the hood. We can do that with Denitsa Sekova, cross-asset reporter for Bloomberg News. You
Sounds good.
here in our
Shit.
Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studio. Denitsa, what are you looking at today?
Let's start with the United States steel. We saw a drop
Hasn't
as
wicked
much as 10% earlier
200
today.
EMA
Now,
yet, so I'm just gonna still be
very bad
very,
day for
very
the company.
patient.
It comes after President Trump said he doesn't want to see the steelmaker owned by a Japanese company. Of course, there has been so much back and forth with the supposed acquisition of Nippon Steel. President Trump has repeatedly said no to wholly owning the company. But he has been open to investments in the past.
It actually was a really good trade at meta rejection 564.
He pointed to the producers' rising steel orders as evidence that it
Like,
doesn't
just reviewing in hindsight, like, that was
any
perfect.
investments right now. He actually said if we go back to U.S. steel from 9 years ago, it was incredible. So there is a lot of optimism for the orders there. We saw a 60%
This
jump
price
in
action
from 524.
is funny, bro.
524 is what I'd watch.
This shit is
Possibly
real funny.
hold here at this 526 or just at that previous
God
session.
damn. Look at, bro, the Q's.
possible long
Q's
term
wicks
trade.
are like one of
Watching
the
that
craziest
BS level,
wicks.
it's still bouncing 15 points early.
Oh my gosh, the whippiness of these shares is crazy. You get the stock now down
That's almost
by
a
10%
$4 wick, my nigga.
Yeah,
Well, two. Well, no, three. Wait.
I think for
That's
me,
a fair point.
Yeah, I think it's the proxy of
Hold on,
where
hold on.
the sentiment on tariffs is. We saw a massive gain yesterday,
Yeah,
big
like
drop
$2
today,
wick.
as we say. It's kind of become a symbol of that corporate fallout from Trump tariffs. Yesterday, we obviously had the polls for 90 days. We saw a massive rally.
Zoom user, to be
Yeah,
honest
playing
with
that.
you, I don't like it.
And then I'm in there with that. I'm in there with Rick.
Now, as those news are setting in, as
My issue is if we're shorting SPY here, right? Okay, if we're shorting SPY at 527, you're risking a 5300 ES bounce. And you can maybe try micro scalping, but you have a hard time because there's huge demand below.
some stats that about half of their production
So
is actually coming
I'm
from
not a huge fan
Vietnam,
of that
which
one.
is
If you're going to
one
short
country that
anywhere,
US
it had
has
to
been
have been
actively
at
negotiating with. It seems like
10:40 a.m.
things, have looked
when the
better,
market was
but obviously
failing
over
back under
the past
530.
30 years, we have a great story
Just
of the
use
turnaround.
levels. If you use
Nike
levels,
has
you have.
invested
Alright,
billions
I'm
of
back.
dollars in production in Vietnam, and now obviously that's being threatened.
No data,
The
just
stock
price
is down
moving.
nearly 30% year to date. Even yesterday's rally couldn't lift it up
That's
enough
right.
to.
558 is my trail, guys, on it's Meta Runners.
What's happening?
Yeah, but it's
That was
above
like
today.
three
Bro, I want to
days
get
ago.
back, bro. Fuck, bro.
557 is holding
I'm at
on
10% right now.
Fine for bulls.
Are even saying
Basically
that
a double
they're
bottom in
surprised
here.
they offered
11.
guidance at all.
To do it,
And what they
we will
offered
stop our
is
bottoms.
kind of optimistic from what we're seeing today. Yet we're up.
And they keep bouncing that 526.
I'm gonna get out. I got out at. I seen 11%.
Chop it around, bro.
I could have got out at 9
Yeah,
anyway.
copy that.
Great, I had got out when I got out. Damn, I gotta catch this shit going back down. Let me say this. I really wanted to sell like around what was I? I was just hovering around like 5%. I really wanted to sell when I seen probably like 8, but I wanted that whole 10% move. So, re-entry.
And that's not going to be good for that
Fuck you,
company
Tom.
at the end
Maybe
of
like
the day.
everything
Okay,
there,
great.
but
Thank
just
you so much.
you know,
Really
it's
appreciate
just
it.
the market. The
Denitsa
market
Sekova,
can sometimes be a
joining us
little more
from
difficult to
Bloomberg
visual.
across asset.
Yeah.
But the
Reporting
session
on
actually was quite
conversations like
we
this.
managed
Go
pretty
ahead and
well.
listen to Stock Movers podcast.
It is a-
Subscribe for 5-minute
one of the
episodes
things.
All right,
on the
fast.
biggest winners and losers.
That one
in
piece
stock
that pissed me
market.
off,
Listen
that
to Stock Movers
Starboard wick
on
candle
Apple,
pissed me
Spotify,
off.
or anywhere you get your
Because, like,
podcasts. All right, we were
I
debating
know
in
that the only
last
reason that
hour,
happened was
like, if John
to
Tucker is
get long
Versace,
liquidity there, but
if
like,
Michael
fuck
McKee is Prada,
the way the
they're gonna be
contracts are
uniting.
not
So it's
holding,
like
they just made me stop
Tucker,
out. Otherwise, I wouldn't have
Prada,
stopped.
Versace
Because
thing.
my
All
first
right,
entry was
Tucker,
around
thank you.
560,
Bloomberg
562, I
Intelligence
did
Luxury
and
Goods
then they
analyst
dropped it
joined
back
us.
down to
It's funny because
557.
neither of them are those things. So
Then
Prada is
no
going to buy
reason for it to
Versace
be
for
down.
$1.38 billion.
What?
Walk us through the intricacies of this
Just
deal.
because I need to look at the review of that trend.
See, that's why you wait, because I ain't gonna lie. I just knew, my nigga. There's gonna be a lot of
And I think
sellers
today was
coming
like
in
the first
right
time
here.
our biases are all different.
There's gonna be a lot of sellers coming in right here, right? If I just kind of could have waited a little longer, I could have got filled right here.
That under
Feel me?
pre for Versace
From
has
yours
not
until
had
10:40.
enough
I know.
investment in
It's
it
like,
for the
that's the
last
thing
year,
though. Like,
particularly in
I
the
mean, we all
field
together in
of
this.
the
I mean, I still got it loaded.
See really was getting
Prix,
caught.
which didn't go
For
ahead,
I was like, oh fuck, okay, I
and
should
which
switch
took a
sides
lot
and
of
then.
headlines
Let's
last
see. Let's see
year,
what it does at
and
this
where
level.
all brands
Does it
under
wick
the
it or?
Prix
It's very, usually we're
ban
all
have
in
suffered.
alignment.
We've had
I mean, I was just trading based on that demand.
Yeah.
John Idle come back into
That's
the
fine though.
business
I mean, we want
as CEO for
like,
Capri, and with the focus really on
it's not
Michael
always
Kors,
going to
which
be right.
is 70% of
One,
the sales,
supposing
and after a
the
difficult year
strategy is
last
price
year,
and
100%
confuse the
of
ops.
the
Trades,
profitability of the
look,
company
trades. I wouldn't touch
leading
Nvidia
into
110 to be
this
honest.
year.
The long was where
So
we
it's
wanted,
all
where was
about
where we
turning
longed it this
around
morning. It was
Michael Kors,
107,
which has
106 that holds on was the
70%
longest
of its
spot.
business in Americas,
Have I full sold
and
meta
is
guys?
at
I full sold meta.
accessible price
Sorry, I
point,
forgot to
and
mention
where
that earlier.
actually
Hold.
we think that there'll be much
I feel
more
like, bro, this
pressure
shit just
given
has
the
to go
tariff
lower because my
situation
nigga, look
and
what,
the
like,
cost
look
of
what price
living
doing.
on all
Low
of
get
high.
really
and also in the
Low
US.
high.
If we turn over to the
Don't do it.
Like my nigga.
I'm actually looking at the chart.
acquisition,
I'm gonna tell you guys this
and
right now.
what's going on there with Prada.
If
Prada has
Nvidia
been one of
does,
the
I mean, this
top
is actually
performing
one of the
companies.
sexiest charts. I
It's
think
really
is
done
that
ever
Nvidia
so
chart.
well with
I
Prada
am
for
not
the
against
last
it.
few years
Trying
and
to
got to
110 week,
normalize
yeah, you can do it.
single-digit growth.
Beautiful bull
And
flag
then
hourly.
it has a brand Miu
If it clears
Miu
110,
within
it goes
its
to
portfolio,
114, 113.
doing ever so
Yeah,
well.
no,
It's
I'm with
number
it.
one on the list index
I would
for
prefer it to happen
luxury
tomorrow
brands
though.
in
If
terms
market
of
maintains,
brand
if market
heat,
maintains this
with
range
Prada
today,
at number 3, and during
I would
the
Damn, it's a
like
boy
that.
flag. He ain't
Versace
lying.
dropped
One,
3 places
Nvidia
to number
boom,
trade over
14.
110.
So we think it
two,
shifts
boom.
Versace into the right
Today's
hands
Entry
session range
above the
probably gets
Italian
112 to
luxury
110.
owners
or
Yeah.
who can really work
I like
well
getting
to
it down
try
here,
to reinvigorate
but that's
this
kind of
brand
like
and
a
the brand equity behind
Right.
Versace.
shut up
Deb, I'm really
anyway.
interested in
Our
the
game plans are actually
valuation
really
here,
good
being a
today.
former banker myself. They're
Entry
selling
right
this thing
here,
for
like I said.
1.38
Like
billion
look across the board. Like
US dollars in
all these
2018.
levels
They
are holding
paid
perfectly.
$2 billion.
Damn, this shit do look good off the what's
If
the
they
name?
look now that 527, that's my thing.
Nigga, I was
Look
sitting here
at like
all
how
day and look at
the
this
candle
shit.
like.
That's how yesterday
Hold
got
on,
me.
take a phone.
Fuck this nigga saying.
I buy the switch now.
I would
Again.
say it's
Oh man, this Nvidia chart's getting me
both,
like a little.
but
It
it's
just
mostly
either they
Versace
bag me or
specific,
something, but
because
like
if we look at the
it's
size of Versace
now I'm
then
bullish
to now, the fact that it's given
because they had
double-digit
to break that
declines
to
in
pull build
organic
pressure.
sales growth
If
through
they
the couple
get
of
back
years
above
where
530,
actually the
maybe we go
market
back
was
up.
growing
I'll post the
5%
chart you
or
guys so you
so,
can see what I'm talking about.
and that
That Discord.
1.7, to put it into perspective on an EV, would have been
I want to short this shit.
against
I cannot
traditional
cap.
market for a very solid brand,
Hold on.
Versace with a lot of heritage,
15
running from
hasn't
anywhere from
closed
3
yet.
to 5 times, probably 3 times for Versace, given it isn't particularly big. Under the
that
what
shit
was
stopped me
Michael
out, but
Kors
that's
and
good.
then
Good
became
job, Amazon.
the Capri
Okay, good.
group.
Oh, wow.
The expectation was that they would run it from 1 billion in sales toward 2 billion, and
By
that just
27.
didn't happen.
Yeah, it was like looking like the same shit from yesterday,
So that's partly why I think
and the
also
day before
because
that,
of
and
the
the day
state of
before.
the
I'm not going to
market,
take another trade.
we started
I'm not
2025
going to
Shut
with
motherfucker.
the luxury market
Like
fairly
the market be
stable,
knowing,
towards
bro.
mid-single-digit growth.
How many millionaires you think
What's going on? We pull that back
didn't
towards
hit
neutral.
or didn't what's the
Deb,
name?
thanks for joining
Didn't
us.
catch that
Appreciate
move
getting
a
your
lot,
thoughts.
nigga.
Deb Aitken,
Say
the
that, nigga.
leading voice
A
on
lot.
all things
They
luxury.
caught that
Dobbs,
move.
I also ended
I
up
know
with
day
it.
trade. They caught that move in their portfolio. How I know? Cause nigga, I know, nigga, cause I'm one. Fuck is you talking about?
Two admins are in one trade. It should give you a little more conviction.
The trade he profited and goes well on 1 yard. I said it's high risk. I didn't say not to go in. I mean, clearly I lost the trade and I'm going back in again.
He's based down there in
Why would I
Washington,
tell you,
DC,
like, you know, I
banished
told you
into
guys, I'm
DC.
going in, I like
He's
it.
down there.
And
Nate,
what else
talk
do you
to
want
us
me to say?
about this news coming across
to
about
buy.
Yeah. They want if I announced me to trade.
I ain't
for
gonna lie, this
you,
bull flag do look too good, my nigga. I cannot cap.
Yeah, so this is a
no
big
one out there is
interest
doing
move
what
by
we're doing.
Johnson. Essentially, what this does, this
Clearly
allows
saw the failure,
Republicans
risk
to
was
move forward
defined.
and begin
I mean, I'd be glad
It
to
may do some type of
10%, 15%. every single time. You know, it can get me
Ascending
like 30,
or
40
whatever the
people.
fuck. Yeah, ascending wedge.
I clearly told you my thinking, my idea, my bias, everything. I can't go forward with that.
Look like
I said the same thing yesterday also. I said don't buy puts long as long as the 493 holds. And news came in after, but we did.
that shit there for real hurt. I can't even rap.
I actually might, not you, Mike, other Mike in the chat. I think that you Rob, you're second short of the day.
Bro, look at this. Bro, look at this candle, my nigga.
Awesome.
Bro,
Dude, like I'm telling you, the first setup was good because like I was building it. It just that the contracts did not hold.
Will this deal
Like,
Look at
it
this
shouldn't
fucking
have
camera.
drawn down
I think
20%.
so.
Very-
I think maybe it was
And
because
what
Chad
gets
dumping
cut to
contracts. I just
extend
don't
this
know.
tax
This,
cuts,
16
and
minutes.
we don't think
it
it's
was
gonna be
weird.
all that much,
But the
assuming
moment
that
I
they
saw
move
that
forward
confirmation, dude,
with
I
the plan
just
that
had
they're
to go
adopting
in
right
again.
now.
Okay, so to that point,
Spy was also failed at that
is this the
moment.
House
Spy was
version
failing
of
back
the
under
Senate bill that
532.
passed
Okay,
last
now
week?
Bro,
we're losing the
I want to
5.7
get back
again.
in. Hold on, let me.
I just want to see what happens at
Get back in.
5,300 if we get any
No, so this is the
reaction.
House adoption
I mean, I
of
can
the
get in
Senate
right here.
resolution. Now, if you remember, in
$2
order to
a
pay for these Trump-era tax cuts, you're looking for around
If they back people
$4.6
here, I
trillion.
don't know.
Now, what the
They
Senate
gotta
did
like
is they're
get a
essentially
big liquid
assuming
area
that's the current policy,
and then pull
and
it
that's
back up.
baseline,
I don't know. I
which
honestly
means
don't
that
know
the
anymore.
cost of it is essentially zero.
527 is my
Now, the
price for
Senate
the day.
also included
It's fine.
$4 billion with a B in terms of estimated cuts, which they call is a floor. The House problem is that the House was looking for around 1.5 trillion with a T in terms of cuts. So now the question goes,
Yeah,
okay,
this
well,
look
if
like
the Republicans are
what's
now
the name
pursuing
for me?
$4 billion with a floor, with
Follow
the idea
it.
that it could go
See,
further.
the other difference is
are
when
they
we enter
essentially going to
trades,
agree on a
it's
deal
where
that
we're
doesn't cut
entering,
Let me see
much,
some
tell you our
therefore
ideas,
increases
telling you
the
our
deficit
averaging,
fairly
telling you our
significantly,
stop.
assuming you don't get enough
So
economic growth.
you
to
guys
pay
literally
for
get
it,
like the
or
run
do the
by
House
play. You
Republicans who are
go anywhere
insisting on
else.
trying to do more
Something
cuts,
else.
hold out to the
See.
end when they realize that cuts
It's
to
called all
Medicaid, the
going to be
IRA, and
cryptic.
SNAP benefits
Like,
are
you know,
just too difficult to actually
going again
stomach,
and not, you don't
and
know
they'd
anything.
rather just kick the
And then
can
you don't
down
even know
for
if they're
the
still
easy
in
solution.
All right,
If it's
I'm
profit,
all
they'll
for
like
the
ask you to
easy
do stuff, and
solution
then if
in
it's
my
lost,
life.
it's better than
Nathan,
cost.
so why don't we just
We're doing the
let's
best we
be
can.
clear. It looks like they're going to
That's the
pass
thing
this
is there
thing.
are other good
Tax
traders,
cuts are
right?
going to
There
be
are,
extended,
for sure.
and we'll just
But the
add
thing
to our
is,
national
there aren't
debt.
that many
Isn't
traders
kind
that
of
will
what's probably
want to
going to
do what
happen?
we're doing because
Well,
honestly,
there's two
it's
things
not
that are
really
coming
like,
up. One is the timing of
it's
this.
a pain in the
look,
ass.
they
Obviously, it's
don't have
positive
to do
stuff.
anything
There's also
here
a lot of
until the
negative
end of
stuff
the
too.
year, December 31st.
I mean, we've also just
But
been killing it
this
this
does
month.
include a
Every
$5
day we've
billion
gotten like
increase
40,
in debt
50%
ceiling, and
trades,
according
so
to Treasury,
it's
I
normal to
don't even
have
know why they
a
be
slower
explaining
payout day.
themselves like,
sometime in
yo,
July and August,
I know it's
suggesting
all
that
the
this
new
plan
traders and
will
all
have to
that, but
pass
tell them
in
niggas to
addition to
shut up
that.
and
But
trade.
to your
Real
question about a
shit.
deficit, the real
Like,
big question we have here
you
is
just gotta
That's
do this
the
shit.
thing
I
is,
cannot count, my
I kind of
nigga.
wish I didn't take the class on the first day.
Nigga,
come in this.
if I can be as disciplined as I am right now,
2K, that admittedly.
nigga, I'm not nowhere even where I want to be when it come down to discipline. Let's start there, my nigga. I'm at this shit every fucking day, nigga. Name a day I'm not. I can show you. Nigga, what? Name a day I'm not, nigga. If they had a log on, fucking what's that shit called? Trading View, nigga. If they had a log on Trading View, nigga, you gonna see my shit was. It ain't too many days I haven't fucking hit Trading View, nigga. Let's start there. Tell them niggas to shut the fuck up and trade. He acting like some girl.
530s.
Wanna fucking win every trade.
I'm
nigga.
going to, if I do
Fuck
take
up.
this again, I will take
hate
it later
that
this
shit.
time.
With a passion. They don't even like.
Don't want to
You feel
fast
me?
load too much today.
They don't gotta be on this bitch. They still gonna make great overly money. You feel me? Like,
I mean,
man.
if you think about the good stuff that the Trump administration is promising for business,
Telling young guys niggas sit the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and listen. God damn it.
We saw last night an executive order, if you will, calling on
I'm looking at this
regulators to
shit.
essentially
That shit looking like
bypass
a falling
for
wedge,
a
like I
long
said.
year, the thing called the Administrative Procedure Act,
15
where
minutes.
they can essentially say, you know what, let's just go deregulate and say it's done. Normally you have to have a comment period, a process, and it takes like about a year. So I think there is some urgency going on at the White House that in response to what we've seen over the last couple of days,
I'm
Maybe I'll take it
gonna
real
go
quick,
with
but
the
it's
Canada.
also because I don't see it from
I
next
just gotta
time.
believe,
it
you
is
feel
going
me?
to take time
Again
to
and
get all
again.
these Republicans on board, because as we just saw, it was a challenge just to get the Republicans to vote for the blueprint.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
area.
gonna
I
be
just
an
want them to
even
sweep
greater
under
challenge when you see
525.
what the economic and the actual impacts
That's what
of
I'm
these
seeing as
policies
well. I ain't gonna lie. Looking at the kills,
30
it looked like
seconds
it wanna push
did
down.
the president win yesterday, or did he put the 90 things, or was it just a bowing to the market?
I think the president gave the markets breathing room.
Did he get
the
like the
situation
yeah.
hasn't really
These
changed.
names be down 5-10%?
Two contracts. See, I had two contracts. Great.
I think the president
You
gave the
can
market
get one.
breathing
Yeah, I'm just
room
gonna switch to
develop a
528s,
bigger strategy
0
that
days.
may be a little bit more susceptible to having in Wall Street.
That shit is fucking wicked.
Not in yet, but
At all.
just loading.
The shorts in the equity market. They lost hard, pretty much all across the board. Hey Nathan, really appreciate it.
I want, bro. I'm surprised I ain't tried SPY today. I don't know why I didn't try SPY today.
All right, coming up, we're gonna take a look at the broader markets here with
With they
Lara
confluence.
Castleton, a U.S. head of portfolio construction and strategy at Janice Henderson, and Jen Bartashis at Bloomberg Intelligence will be joining us on retail and food prices. I told you national-wide prices of eggs are coming down. She will give us the lowdown. This is Bloomberg.
people out though.
This is very, very. What's the word? It's boring. What are you talking about? Boring as hell.
I don't mind taking Microsoft 375 bomb.
It ain't boring, but nigga, price action. What the fuck is price action? Like,
maybe 524 will work.
like, why y'all had to just stop me out just then, my nigga?
And then the Microsoft
Just to come back down.
Yeah, it's a tough session.
Yeah, like the problem.
Damn, why Trump ain't speaking? Like,
Chat standards for micro is crazy. It's like, oh, you can't lose 15%, but you want to make 100%.
look at the
On
5
it.
minute.
Fucking
Oh, no, that's it.
$50 man.
I'm off the 50. I'm off the 5 minute. I knew I was tripping. 10 minutes. I'm tweaking.
I wonder how many people just came in and out the market and just go out. Report calls right off the open. Sure, a lot of people did. Like, think about the headline. Everyone's like, oh, that's good market spot, and then come and buy calls or buy equity.
I want a sweep candle in 525 here.
Ain't gonna lie, looking at this shit now. Nah, I gotta do it when I go back in the video. I know like what I'm looking for and shit. Can't really see it right now, you know. But trust me, 1% at this shit. Wanna fucking buy calls off that level, that level on SPY. But it looking like it wanna break under. Niggas is gonna eat off this for like a good amount of fucking years, bro. I just realized that. Like, motherfuckers gonna be like, yeah, I had brought the video back in 2025. The video fucking Brown be back at 1,000.
Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, Bloomberg Television,
5300
and
ES,
the
this is
Bloomberg
where it
Business
is.
App. This is a Bloomberg
Let's see what
Business
happens here.
Flash.
Very ominous selling, but it's
It's
sitting at the
11:21
mid
on
here.
Wall Street. We do check markets
It's gonna make a big
all
move.
day long here at Bloomberg. President Trump's
Yeah, I need to
tariffs
make a
on
fucking
Chinese
move.
imports
I
Exactly.
are
can't
now
cap.
at least
I'm
trying to get
148%.
paid. I gotta get paid.
Both a 125%
H&M, I get paid.
as well as levies imposed on China for retaliating against U.S. import taxes. This, according to a White House memo. It also encompasses a 20%
I ain't getting
rate
scared or
imposed by
emotional
Trump
with that
earlier
shit.
this year over fentanyl trafficking. Stocks are lower. The Dow, the S&P, NASDAQ, all in the red right now, with the S&P down 186 points, low of the morning.
Damn, I'm surprised I didn't catch
3.4%.
Amazon
The
high.
S&P now at 57,
How the fuck they down 4%?
71. The Dow is at 39,489, down 1,190.
I just got sold on starters.
Yeah. Oh God, bro, I cannot cap. I was just gonna get filled, bro.
2.8.
In the same contract.
4.33% with the 2-year currently yielding 3.
I'm late for now. I want to see something here.
Spot gold now at 31.64 the ounce, up
If the price keep
2.7%.
price go back up a little
West
bit.
Texas Intermediate crude down 4.3%, 59.65 a barrel, and Bitcoin down 3.3%, 80,390 on a
Damn,
Bitcoin.
look at fucking Apple, bro.
Amazon CEO
That's a late
Andy
another.
Jassy in a
Is this the
note
same?
to
What's
I'm gonna get filled on
shareholders
some
in
too.
annual letter
Like I'm filled
says
on the same ones
company
you're in.
must operate like the world's largest
What's your average?
startup to meet demand from
286.
artificial intelligence
Okay.
and reduce
Mine's 280.
bureaucracy.
Nigga, even the best nigga use their goddamn follow their bros sometimes.
524 is the old spot I want to see though.
Rally down 3.7%. For on-demand news 24 hours a day, subscribe
Let's see,
to
man.
Bloomberg News now. Wherever you
I'm gonna
get
get
your
Phil
podcasts. I'm Charlie
Amazon.
Pelleton. That is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
All right, Charlie Pelleton, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Alex Steele, Paul Sweeney live here in our Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studio. In
I am looking to hold at 20%. I cannot cap.
Audience out there. We're also streaming live.
But we gonna see.
YouTube.com and search Bloomberg Podcast Live, and that's where you'll find us.
Hold on, I gotta see
Here's my
something right for that.
Janice story. The first time I ever went to a Starbucks, like 20 years ago, was waiting to go into a meeting at Janice out in Denver, Colorado. I'm not a coffee guy, so I had no idea what to order, so I just ordered what the person in front of me ordered. There you go. That's my Janice story. Laura Castleton joins us, U.S. Head of Portfolio Construction and Strategy at Janus Henderson, based in Denver. Laura, you sit back and you think about
I could just press
portfolio
close this.
construction and strategy.
To be honest with you, this is just one of those trades I kind of have to take.
With this volatility that we're dealing with
Yeah.
this year.
I don't really care about outcome. I just want to.
I still got my position in my hand.
I'd rather not.
So some type of this is strong support.
What do you expect in terms of this volatility?
Price is
clearly
rocking back and forth.
diversification is good for all. I mean, the idea is that it should be good for all investing climates. However, the
I needed
longer
to
the
go below
volatility
this.
goes on, the harder it is
So
for
I'm just
investors
waiting.
to stomach that.
Apple look like it's printing
Absolutely.
down.
So that's exactly what we're coaching our clients through. Is very clearly, even in the past week, if you wanted to make some pretty big
Still bull
bets on
flag?
going into
Hell
certain
no.
areas of the market, let's talk even fixed income markets, you could easily get whipsawed the next day, the next week. And so when you're talking about diversification, you need to be spread across the yield curve, across sectors within fixed income, across regions within equities, and you should start to see some bounces from some of these other areas while other parts of the portfolio are kind of dipping. So we're really talking about staying towards that long-term goal. And luckily, a lot of the clients that we work with are managing money for clients that have a long-term financial plan. So while they're getting headlines every day,
Yeah, the only way I add to this is if we
for the
wick and
most
reclaim.
part, they're being able to coach their clients that volatility happens. This is not outside of the norm, but on a long-term basis that you're still well within your reach of your goals.
Laura, are the folks at Janus Henderson, are you guys, is your base case a recession, or maybe we can skirt past it?
So base case is not recession. That obviously has been coming up into conversations quite a bit more. So it's not out of the picture this year. And remember, before the tariff announcements, growth was already slowing. There was already that lack of confidence.
And why everybody just can't fucking sell, bro?
Slower growth leading
Like,
to
why
a
everybody
recession
you can't
this
press
year.
sell about
So
right
it's
now,
not
bro?
without of the realm of possibilities, but it's not a base case, and it's also not necessarily a
Right,
doomsday
it is
scenario
really
for
bad. What is failing?
portfolios. Recessions
Look at
happen.
the Qs,
It
bro.
doesn't
Qs going to
necessarily
what's the
equate
name?
to the exact
Going
recession we
to
experienced the
down
past 2
200
times,
EMA
which were quite
up
severe.
at 5
And
minutes.
there are ways
I mean
to plan
15.
around that, namely be high quality within your names, focus on the fundamentals within your company balance sheets, and within fixed income.
Then I would get
ensure
worried.
the
I took the right
quality
trade.
in your fixed income portfolios as well.
Before I let you go, corporate credit, spreads have blown out. They're continuing to blow out, particularly in high yield. Does corporate credit play a role
Yeah, that
here?
shit rolling down
Yeah, that
now.
was one of our biggest overweights we saw in a lot of
I just said to myself, I kind of should have took SPY.
was
I
the
can't care.
heavy allocation to
I can't
corporate
care.
credit, and really one direction spreads could go was wide. We started to see that, although they've maybe started to trickle back in a little bit.
I really want to see 524 hold today. That's sort of my bias.
In our minds to be diversified across yield curve, so on the shorter end of the
If you want to add
spread
size to
curve,
this, you want to
do
see
get
us
a little bit
reclaim
more insulation
5300.
from spreads
That's the
widening.
only way I would add
And then
size to
within
this.
the securitized area of the market, spreads were already a little bit
Come
wider.
on, like that shit just keep creeping. Like nigga just go, nigga.
From that area by hiding into securitized, but corporate credits are typically that canary in the coal mine, and it's something to watch for that recession
We got that
indicator
break
going
under.
forward.
All right, Laura, thank you so much for joining us. Laura Castleton, U.S. Head of Portfolio Construction and Strategy, Janus Henderson Investors, out there in Denver, Colorado. Great offices out there.
So now if it reclaims 5300, that would be where you could possibly add more size. But that's the only like contingency where you could add more size.
All right, let's talk retail here. We talked Jen Bartash, she covers all the retailers for Bloomberg Intelligence. I'm going to talk Walmart here, because Jen, so goes Walmart, so goes, it feels to me, kind of just the overall retail environment. What's Walmart saying these days about its ability to pass on
let's see here.
price increases?
Down 10%, but still light size, so it's chilling.
Maybe some lower margins.
Yeah, it's a good question,
okay.
Paul.
He might be
Walmart
close.
just had their investor day, and obviously
7.
tariffs were a large topic that management had to address. with Walmart historically, they have
no
such
Canadian.
scale that they're really able to leverage that with their
One more little
suppliers
push, then we,
to try to negotiate lower prices, and they might
we
have
in
more
there.
of an advantage than some of the
Fingers
smaller
on the
retailers
trigger.
out there. At the same time, because they have such a diversified set of products,
Damn,
so if you think about it, as you know, Paul, Walmart is the biggest food retailer in the United States.
Jeez.
Over 50% of the revenue comes
Yes,
from
sir,
just
come here.
groceries, so their exposure to general
Need
merchandise
to see
is
10.
already a little bit lower,
It's
and
eight.
not all of that
It's
is
8-8.
sourced from overseas. So their ability
Nah.
to
Fuck, bro.
offset
Another
tariffs
push.
without
Okay,
cutting
now
into
we gonna
margin is
sell.
probably
No,
better than a lot of other
10%.
retailers that we're looking at right now.
How do they? Okay, is it just scale, the power of scale that they have these agreements, and then at some point, how does that negotiation?
What is that? I think that's trade for.
It is, Alex.
Patient. I'm
To
down
your
15%,
question,
16% on mine.
it's about scale because
Shit, I may get in on
they
that
order
shit. I
such
cannot cap.
huge volumes,
I
and
wanna
they
see it
order in
above
advance
1,500
for
on
their
Xbox.
partners. There's some security in that.
But if we
knowing
close
what your
under
orders are going to
524,
be
I
and
may
being
just
able
get
to
my
plan
stop. I don't mind.
appropriately.
I don't mind.
But at the
Should be
same time,
close
because
below
they have
5.
such a
522
diversified
is my
operation,
okay.
they
522
can spread
is the
out
trigger.
cost
524 is the
across
big
it pretty
job
effectively.
in terms of
So
the
it's a
liquidity
combination
structure
of
and
those
the
two
plan.
tactics that really
So I got
will
my
help
result
them
also.
Nigga got the longest.
mitigate the impact of tariffs that we're seeing.
Niggas are funny as hell, bro. I cannot cap.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That feels like that's bad news for
People gonna
literally
be people.
everyone
That's
else.
what I'm trying
0
to say.
days are very
People gonna
different
be
from 1 days we normally trade.
528 calls.
Well, I think what we're looking at is, especially for retailers with a high exposure to China specifically, given yesterday's announcement of the 90-day pause, and room for negotiation, I'm really focusing in on companies that have a higher
So they say they
exposure
chilling. We're gonna
to
see some
China.
type of
That includes companies
movement.
like Dollar Tree. That includes
If I put Spy last, my nigga. Spy need to be last, my nigga.
And for those companies, what they
See
all
how I
have
wicked
in
that
common
200
is that they
EMA?
sell a lot
I
more
wish I would have
discretionary
held.
goods.
But
And especially
it's
in
all
the
good.
dollar store segment, you're talking about low price point goods where there's
It's not
a
all
lot
good.
less
No, it's not. I need to
room
fucking
to
hold
be
these
able to
contracts
raise
crazy. I need to
prices
be a
without
fucking
really disrupting
a
your
pro holder,
customers.
nigga. Like,
And so those are
for
the
real.
companies
Trust
that
me.
we're looking at right
1%.
now that really
Next
have the
3
greatest
weeks,
exposure
I'm
and
holding.
have the highest
I'm gonna see a lot of 20%. A lot of 20%.
Just lose this right now.
Hang on a sec. Cat and Jack
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
stuff from
That shit
Target
grits,
is
my
made in
nigga.
China?
Yeah.
Stop. Mind blown.
At
This is
20%.
where you go and you get your super cheap, like my daughter's gonna grow out of this in 4 minutes, but it's still a cute t-shirt thing.
Right.
Wow, interesting.
Well, what I'll say about Target is they've done a really good job in the last 3 or 4 years of diversifying away from China.
That's,
so they still have exposure to China,
even though
but it's
I,
not nearly what it was, say, back in 2017. So they've expanded into Cambodia, to India, to Vietnam, to other countries.
For the contracts to close,
the current
like,
pause in tariffs
already right now.
is probably a big sigh of
But
relief for Target.
never wrong.
because
Never
they have done
wrong
that
taking profit.
diversification effort.
Yeah. All right. Jen, thanks so much for joining us. Jen Bartashis, Senior Retail Staples and Packaged Goods Analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence, joining us from Princeton, New Jersey via the Zoom thing. Yeah, I guess if you're a Walmart...
Or if it reclaims
Walmart at 90.
we could
Damn.
potentially add and use this as risk.
Pay off in this environment.
Yeah, I know. What about the
So
small?
valid, too.
I'm thinking about the mom and pops in my town. The toy store, the
522 is my must hold.
I don't know what
With,
those folks
all
are
those, like, I
do,
think we can consider.
particularly at the lower price points, as Jen was saying.
I have a friend who
I'll
sells
just ask her
yarn
to
for macrame.
Oh, shit.
And she placed
The video
an order yesterday
107.
because the tariffs were
Clarence,
put on pause.
I
and she's
just
like,
don't know what to
either
tell you. Like,
this is a
dude,
great decision.
you're still holding long. I
Like, this
just,
is a completely
I don't know.
binary
I think it's another few
situation.
more.
She runs like a small
Folks can
business
play.
out of her house.
That's it.
Like, it's that kind of situation.
Guys, I got my average
All
down at 2.55. I'm gonna use that 522 as my risk.
Down these markets more with
522 risk. I may get in.
Management and host of Masters in Business. He always
Hold
has
on.
opinionated things to say, and I'm sure this.
I wanna see us get above that 524 mic,
Almost off by
then I'll add with
4%
you.
now. We're down by about 210 points in Nasdaq.
I like this.
5%. Paul, we've seen this movie
He
before.
said he
It's
added.
back up,
I can't.
to
I'm buying it even
42,
lower.
And that long end very sticky higher.
We're gonna
up
see what
again,
it
another
does,
7
what it
basis
do.
points on the 30-year.
Yep, exactly. I'm looking at the 2-year down 12 basis points. So
I join you
big
guys,
changes
too.
in this
It's fine.
shape of the yield curve. A little more coming up. This
I want to see where Brett averaging at, like, necessarily.
Crazy to have one of the biggest days in history yesterday and today back down 4%, 5%.
Damn.
That's why it's almost like impossible to have like 15%, like just down and nowhere stops. Just
Yeah, I'm down 21% on my position. But I'm still light. I just want to see if we can get a reclaim. Then I'll actually get in size.
Hey, that nigga probably down like $2,000 right now.
I'm going to load some Microsoft.
Man.
380 calls.
Light right now,
weekly
man.
for a day trade.
This is the area though. Like it's got if longs were ever gonna work today intraday, it's got to be on a reclaim here.
I love when Brett say that, bro. That
360
nigga.
average starters.
No cap. Because bro, that nigga, it ain't the first time bro said that shit.
Here's that reclaim.
This nigga Raph is back in fucking Microsoft calls. I slick want to take Microsoft calls. I cannot cap. Off what level? This level? I just gotta see. Let me see something.
Eddie, I'm not trying to get on here. $20-$30 ago, I stopped out of Meta. You're still holding, and
I'm talking about Microsoft. I'm gonna say fucking Meta. Killing Meta.
You just have to follow stops, man. It's trading. Take some accountability. I'm not saying it can't happen. If market reverses here, everything could go back to high of day 2 because the ranges are that crazy. So I said hope and pray. I don't want you to lose. I just want you to be a little bit more disciplined.
Definitely.
522, I want to see hold on SPY. I don't want to see it push a new low here.
Nigga Mike quiet. That nigga locked in. I'm trying to get a lot back in too. I cannot cap.
Our Qs. Look, Mike. 444 on Qs.
Really?
Yeah, that's the QQQ level. I mean, this is a dangerous area on SPY and on Qs. Like if we don't hold here, it's gonna be really dangerous. That's why this is the only real spot.
So what I was telling earlier though, that it's just too much consolidation in these areas.
Yeah, 443 is the big level I have on the Qs.
So if it closes below and fucking hold below, damn. Look at SPY, bro. Back there.
522 on SPY. If it breaks here, I'm actually just gonna stop.
Damn, how much is broke down?
Down 23%.
23.
These are 0 days, so you have to understand more volatility.
Definitely. I love 0 days. That's why I'm surprised I didn't fucking get in SPY.
Microsoft contracts holding.
SPY 0 days are the
75
best.
is my watch list level.
Trust me, I know.
I've got starters here, dollar away because SPY's at 322.
That shit like that.
If it just goes to the
That's how I'm gonna
starters,
get better. I'm gonna just hold spot 0 days, 20%, 20% stop loss. Fuck you talking about? For real. I'm not kidding. I get myself, cause I have big, bro. I'm trying to, nigga. I know these niggas averaging something crazy right now a day, which is, you feel me? Wins and losses. I'm not just talking about wins and losses. Let's start there. But I'm gonna be able to, as of right now, cause I know my shit gonna fucking grow. I can't put a cap on my income, real shit. But anyway, as of right now, I wanna be able to make at least, nigga, 600 a day out this shit. But that come with hard work and just keep doing what the fuck I'm doing. Averaging a nice average, a nice fucking nice position.
It's 11:40 on Wall Street. We do check markets all day long here.
Well, that's a nice average. Nice average, nice position. Nice stop loss. That's it. being disciplined, waiting for my setup. That's it. Feel me?
3.9%. Dow Industrial
Trust me.
I'm on the 5 minute. I'm on the 5 minute.
I actually feel like damn. Look at spot call. I wanna see the bro get back in.
For NASDAQ
Down there.
now 4.6%. Broad-based selling. Russell 2000 index lower now by 4.9%. The 10-year at 4.34%. The 2-year 3.79%. Gold is surging $90 the ounce. Up another
Yo, gold is at its all-time high, bro. What in the what? How in the fuck did gold go back this low, this quick, my nigga, and then went?
It's crazy to have such a strong day yesterday and no bids coming in today.
Bro, the market moves like that, bro. This shit crazy. Welcome to being a trader, Mike. No, I'm kidding.
U.S. inflation data
Kidding.
lower costs for energy, used cars, auto insurance, hotel stays, and airfares. Even with some U.S. tariffs already.
No, for real though. Why the hell price want to go so crazy at a specific time in the day, and then the next day this shit want to be the choppiest price action? Like shit want to go up a little and then go down like a snail. Go like what the my nigga? What the fuck?
They're trying to get people to go short right now.
Prada has agreed to buy Versace for about $1.38 billion in cash.
I think it could, if it's going to be anywhere, it's got to be here. This is the only spot.
Soon as fucking my nigga break ad, I'ma add. And these bitches they up, bro. These bitches move, bro. I'm trying to tell you, these bitches move, bro. Hold on, I forgot why the fuck. Custom. Okay, boom. He said he got some ads.
Only 10%. Not even.
2. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 cons. I just got some ads.
I'll wait for a reclaim.
Reclaim. Shit, I got to stop loss.
All right, Charlie Pell, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Alex,
Damn, he said that shit. As soon as I bro, it's all good though.
Live on YouTube as well. Well, Tom from the Upper East Side writes in and says, "I want to talk about volatility." He likes to call out
Crazy
the
volatility.
equity market 42. That's big time elevated. How about the
No more
Move
data.
index?
Everyone's free.
That's also spiking over the last couple of days.
This is my last trade. Then I'm done. Nigga, this video done in 2 hours. Nope, nigga, I ain't even. What the fuck?
Hey Barry, whether you're looking at the equity markets or the bond markets,
it's getting shot down from
volatility
that
is the name of the game.
52.85
And maybe
level.
the volatility and the spike in yields over the past 36 hours moved our president to maybe rethink some tariff strategies here. How do you think about volatility in both stocks
Contracts
and
are
bonds?
actually holding really well on the 0 days though.
Such an interesting question. Let's unpack
Are they?
it in
Okay, that's a good
pieces.
sign.
Yeah, they are.
The volatility we've
I'm only
seen
down
in
22%.
stocks was
I mean,
really
I was
the
down 25% before.
markets adjusting to the impact
Hmm.
of tariffs,
Plus 320
lowering
God, but
revenue for companies,
521 breaking,
reducing
522 breaking.
consumer spending, at
Giving
the
it a
very
second.
least reducing the growth rate from a GDP of plus 2.5%, 3% to plus 0.5%.
A lot of folks like me right now.
Maybe.
Damn, nigga, that shit say 13, cousin.
Atlanta Fed GDP now data minus 2 or 3%. But the bond market.
We don't even need to add
reflects something
Microsoft.
different. And what
Just,
you normally see
$15
during a
is fine.
sell-off in equities, you see a rally in bonds as
On the
money
holding well,
rotates.
I agree.
I think what we've seen over the past
Stand
few days,
patient.
when you see yields spike at the same time there's a massive sell-off in equities, that's telling us not that people are selling stocks.
Protected
or
people below my
bonds.
stop loss here though.
They're selling dollars.
I just want to see if it can hold. If it can't, then I'm selling.
Repatriating their
I'm
capital.
adjusting for a little bit of
And
volatility here.
anybody who understands the fixed income markets and the power
Go
of
back
the
up
dollar
green,
as a reserve
bruh.
currency says that is very
I'm down 16 right now.
distressing. That is very worrying.
I'm thinking I can get back in with bro. No,
Say to me, what do you think motivated
down 18 right now.
the president to go on this 90-day?
I think they want to rip it, to be honest. Look, they want to rip it.
What the fuck?
Bond market.
Volatility is just crazy.
It was the
I hate to get stopped on a wick.
So volatility is just a function of this giant shift in economic expectations and where we're going to be.
But why I just can't see it kind of like yesterday, bro? Why I can't see?
Is that what's going on with the back end of the bond market and why that just those yields just do not seem to want to come down right now?
Yeah, so when you look around the world, And you look at the
If they were gonna
passive
dump it, they would have dumped it
economy
right there.
we've enjoyed since
That's where they would have. That's what they would have had to
World
do.
War II era.
Bro, I mean, that shit closed below the 200.
Come on, Microsoft, give me like
It's
10%.
a print paper. Hey, here's an IOU.
Let's go.
And
10%,
they
give me
send
10,
us
20%.
goods and services. I think that's a fantastic deal, as do most traditional economists and fund managers and policymakers. This is very much an outlier strategy.
No, it's not
outlier
forcing it. You have to understand. This is just a level. We're just at big level here, right?
You know,
Think
it's
about it. If you wanted to buy
unfortunate
calls
that
off the early morning session, right?
So,
Where would you buy
you
it?
see
You
the
would point to it here, right? This is where it has to hold. If we don't hold here,
both bonds are trading, the way spreads
I don't mind
are
sitting in positions
widening,
like size,
not
testing
narrow-
stuff.
not tightening, and the way
Yeah,
money's moving around the world,
definitely.
kind of looks like
Clearance, I mean,
other countries are battening
you should be
down
down a
their
lot if you
hatches.
like still
Hey,
holding,
there's
you
a
know.
storm coming.
It's up to you.
Let's
How much equity you have
bring
remaining.
your-
Doesn't
come
matter.
on,
Yo.
there's a lightning
Doesn't
storm out
score.
there. Get off the baseball field. Bring your cash
Okay.
and your assets with you.
So,
There's
you
a
know,
little
worst
This is
case,
interesting.
if you're really lucky,
Because
maybe
it has
something
it
will
has
happen.
yet to make a
If
leg
you have the
up, bro. I
volatility,
cannot
go
cap.
green.
I don't know. Did I rush this shit? Did I
At the
just
end of the
get in?
day,
Cause
if you look at the bigger chart,
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Cause it's still printing green on the 15 minute.
it was just swing.
12 minutes left.
Big-footed way. You know, the Fed is so
Early side of the candle.
Hey, we're raising rates in a couple of meetings. Hey, here are the metrics we're looking at. All right, we're getting closer. We're going to raise rates. All right, here's the press conference. We raise rates. Oh, and by the way, here are the minutes of our meeting. So the markets are very used to that. Suddenly, April 2nd, here's what we're doing, and it's giant tariffs. None of the market participants expected something that radical, and it rattled them.
So what do we do here? What are you suggesting to your clients here? Because we've got, again, the market rolling over again.
You just gotta believe, for real. You just gotta believe.
You know, a lot of times, it's always fascinating to see the reaction to these things. A lot of times when you have a very rapid sell-off, hey, that rubber band gets stretched too
All right, I'm
tight
losing my
in one
patience though.
direction,
521.50.
and it doesn't take a whole
Yeah,
lot
15 is
because,
crazy.
I think it'll
all
happen
right,
next
we're gonna make
candle.
up a third, a quarter, a half
Based on how
of
we
those
close it.
losses.
Because
We saw it
Microsoft is
on
holding.
September 11th. We've seen it in
I really do want to hold,
Few
really.
other names are touching them.
But then again, no, I don't.
So what we've been telling
20.
clients are,
Huge,
hey,
actually. Huge is
unless
huge.
you really need this money in
It has to
12,
wick.
18 months, if you're contributing to your 5-year-old's 529,
Q's
you
actually
need this,
under my
you know,
444
for a
level though.
dozen years for college or 401k.
Bro, I just want to see this shit flip
Well,
green.
I'm 443.
Years, you'll be fine on the other side of this. The challenge is for people who are going to need this money over the next
Still green,
6 months,
Microsoft. Let's see.
18 months. If
I
they're about
really
to
think we're gonna
retire,
reverse your point.
nobody likes to
We
hear
have to just do it
they want to hold off a
ASAP.
year or two, but it really depends on their specific situation. The volatility,
Bro, it has yet to make a fucking
makes
lower
this
high.
so unique
What the fuck?
is that we're not looking at pandemics or profits or any of the other, or even sentiment. We're not looking at the usual metrics.
Look at the
We're
two candles.
looking
Look at the last two
the-
candles.
I don't wanna
5
be
minutes.
blasé and say whims, but we're looking at the thought process of
I ain't gonna lie, I would label this a wonky day for me, bro. If I don't nail this trade, I'm gonna label this a wonky day for me. I fuck around now to get trade tomorrow.
It's really impossible
Just to like get my
predict
mind right for real.
what's gonna happen when it's so dependent on simply the desires and
Come back
whims
here on
of a
Monday.
single
Now you want to see
individual.
QQQ
Kinda
above
unprecedented.
444.
Back this over the
When you-
weekend.
when you look at
But let's
market
see.
history, I mean, I have to go back to the Iraq War or World War II to see.
Oh, let me
you
show
know,
y'all this
how
shit
much
too.
a market's gonna
Let me show y'all niggas, you
turn
feel me?
on what
Like
Churchill
20%
said in
damn near.
the UK or what Roosevelt said here. Even then, it's just so rare to see it so dependent on the moods of just one person.
Not the moods, instinct.
I'll take this QQQ at the same time. I have 443.
All right, Barry, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Barry Ritholtz, founder of Ritholtz Wealth Management.
If we go back up,
of
I ain't gonna lie, I'm
Masters in
selling.
Business. Definitely
No
check
cap.
out his weekly podcast as well. Coming up, Ken Shea, Bloomberg Intelligence Senior Consumer Products Analyst, will be joining us on Constellation and how costs may just 25% year import tariff. We're gonna
This shit
get the
printing down,
breakdown
bro.
on
This
that
shit
in
23%.
And also this guy filling on the QQQ 445 falls at 3.25.
than 4%.
Wow. So he's
I'm
still
adding the
in
rest of the
calls.
size of my contracts.
These niggas are still
I'm now
adding,
in
bro.
the regular size here. And
I'm
gonna
itching to
use the stop
fucking.
loss under 520.
I'm itching to sell, bro. And I got
We're at my
two.
Q's level. Let's see if we can hold.
I got 2. What's the name? I
Not doing
mean,
any ads to Microsoft,
it's still in the
guys.
risk
We're still
management,
being
but
there.
I probably could have got just one con. I think the average was
now
like
on
2
SPY
something.
is 2.2. 2.2.
Just a couple months ago, these niggas was like, oh yeah, they moved the market, y'all. That's good shit. Now, yo,
520 is my level though. If we lose
I ain't
it,
gonna lie,
I'm
I'm gonna get stopped. As soon as this shit go back up, I'm gonna. Yeah, this is bad. This is real bad for me right now. I cannot cap, bro. This is a very bad trade for me, bro. I cannot cap. This is terrible.
519, 520 breaking. Give me 1 second here.
I got out, bro. I'm 28%.
I don't want to get wicked out.